says watch live now, Epic Gaming Night, Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. At least that's what my YouTube notification.
Welcome to the epic tales of misplaced meeples. I'm your host Roy, and today we have Adam playing Belmo. I'm trying to get it right and not call you Blemo.
Appreciate that.
And Rob playing Turuk. I'm just gonna
just say T.
T. Was it bad though? Was it bad? We're just gonna make fun of my pronunciations of everything all the time. And Crystal playing her character as well.
E-Ray is not that hard to say.
I knew E-Ray. I knew I had E-Ray. I've had E-Ray down, so.
I'm back in the horns today. We'll see how long they last, but.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, we are coming back with our newest episode of Tales of Misplaced Meeples. We're a week late due to lots of technical difficulties, but we are excited to be back with you guys playing some more D&D. We do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, which is Dogmite Games, who sent us some awesome stuff. I know that Crystal and Adam just recently got a hold of their Dogmite. Are they called like dragon sheath things or something like that?
Dragon sheath.
Yes. Yeah. And you can put dice in them and stuff like that. They actually custom made them and had all the crazy stuff on them too. But
yeah, and so pretty.
What do you guys think about them now that you guys have actually seen some of their products in person?
This is amazing. Yeah. And I like the color of mine in particular. Like video and photos don't do it justice. Like it's so gorgeous, and it's hard to capture in a picture. Mm-hmm. Also, the magnets are really strong, and I didn't realize that at first. And I have to be very ginger when I put the halves back together. But that's good. That means like anything I put in here is going to be super secure. So
make sure.
It's staying.
Yeah, definitely not pinching.
I pinched myself the first time.
There we go.
Did anybody immediately like check underneath the foam?
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really good. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, these must be really high-end accessories. Like, they're, it's not like buying Chessex stuff on Amazon. But when you get it, it smells like so good. Yeah. It's like a lumberjack sweat. Mm.
And the crazy thing is they have like all sorts of different woods for all their stuff. Like, they're really into like the artisan part of the creation experience where like, check out all the crazy different woods we have. You can get it in this style or this type of tree. I don't know as much about woods as some people, but I'm sure our resident lumberjack should be able to say some other crazy stuff about it.
Well, they're woody. They're covered in a wood-like substance. On tonight we have a blue wood on display. We call it blood. It's not blood, but blood. And then, of course, I've got the famous chocolate wood, which is Chaka Woodwood. It comes from the district of candy canes and marshmallows. And then we have a bunch of different types of woods going on tonight. All very good stuff.
Nice.
That's your wood report from the lumberjack.
Cool. But yeah, Dogmite makes all kinds of crazy stuff, so definitely make sure to check out their website. They make lots of stuff for role-playing, but they also make a lot of stuff you can use for board games, for throwing them on your table and stuff like that. So thanks so much for Dogmite for helping us out, supporting the show by giving us cool swag to be able to use in it, and check them out.
Awesome. I mean, we appreciate you. I can't believe you put up with us so much so that you send us this awesome swag. So
they're making fantasy goblets out of wood now too. I noticed on their Instagram this last week as I was laid up in hospital bed. I was like, oh, I need to get one. They're crazy. It's awesome.
And my favorite part is what they're calling the line. It's called "Hope It Won't Splinter."
Yeah.
Good times.
Awesome. Well, we didn't introduce Matt because he is sadly not with us today. He has to work tonight, but he will hopefully be with us in spirit, and hopefully be back with us next time we do the D&D thing. That's one of the things about D&D that's always crazy is like getting the entire party together to play the game. It's just like,
Well, like Adam used the worst excuse last week. Guys, can't get on the show. Kind of had a heart attack. Like, I was hoping to save that one because I look like I could have a heart attack. But Adam went ahead and took that, so thank you.
You have better genetics than me, apparently.
We're happy that you are okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, no, I already established with Rob via text on Tuesday that I was taking it pretty low. I don't know. I have kind of gallows humor about everything, so it happened. It's a very weird thing. I'm super, super too young. I was like 30 years younger than everybody in there, so it was bizarre. It was really bizarre, but kicking.
We'll definitely hope things stay on the up and up, man. So we definitely can't go on without our halfling ranger.
That's right.
With all the crazy stuff, but T needs to be careful when he throws you now. That's just.
Yep.
It'll be more like a toss.
Gentle toss.
Underhand only.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, I guess we should do a little bit of a recap of where we've been. There's been all sorts of crazy stuff that's happened. Most recently, you guys went into a tower and chased down this weird eyeball monster thing. Got to the top, and there was you guys found a weird tentacly lion wolf thing. And then
it's not an STD, but he did come from my pee-pee.
And then there was a wizard on top of the tower, or necromancer guy thing on top of the tower that kind of flew/jumped off and then went to some underground lair where he's apparently been harvesting people and turning them into stones or something along those lines. Does that sound about right? I don't know.
Yeah, putting their souls into stones.
Yeah, it's not good times, I don't think. I mean, maybe. Depends on what you're into. But yeah. Folly got captured and stuck into a little horn thing and got rescued out after you guys had defeated the necromancer, and he was wondering about all the crazy stuff that had happened while he was trapped, because he was basically trapped for the entire last episode. When he came out, he didn't have the soul thing written on his hand anymore, so that's kind of good, I guess.
So hopefully he's all better now.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah. And we were kind of
Did we level up at all?
We're still at level 2.
We're still 2. Yeah.
No, Rob, I need you to rewrite your character right now. Go up to level 3. No, I'm just kidding. I would let you know. But yeah, hey, we're working on it. We're working on moving on up. But yeah, do you guys have anything you want to add or any thought points? Because I want you guys to.
So we came out of the basement, and then we came out of the tower, right? So we're now in front of the tower again.
Yeah, you guys were kind of resting at the bottom or something like that, I thought.
Oh, that's right. We rested inside.
We went back into that living room where the big barrels of like apples and dried meats were.
Yep.
So that I assume that's long rest. So we have spells we can heal up.
Yeah. So you guys should be pretty much good.
And when we were at the top of the tower, the only thing that we could really see outside of Forest was back again at the village.
Correct. You guys noticed that there was a looking glass or like a telescope thing on top of the tower as well.
But it was pointing towards the village, right?
Yeah. The peeping Tom's apparatus.
Yep.
And that creature, he got away when he jumped down and he ran into the woods?
No. He
went into the basement. That's right.
Yeah, sorry. That was the guy in the purple robe, which Folly and Matt's character had seen in the village originally, who had originally dropped the coin that Folly had picked up that ended up marking appear on his hands, and then everything went downhill from there.
Since we did a long rest, are our hit points back to where they were? Like, is everything healed up?
I think they should be.
Okay.
If I can get everything back good. But yeah, so what do you guys think you guys should do next? Folly's like, I'm just happy to be out of that thing. That was terrifying in there.
Bro, what did it smell like?
It was literally just darkness. Like, it's almost like I just blacked out and ceased to exist until I was let out, and it's like I didn't even realize time had passed. So I remember the guy on top of the tower holding out the horn and pointing it towards me or something along those lines, and then
I woke up in a barrel of apples.
Woke up in the thing with you guys. I don't think I was in a barrel of apples. Was I in a barrel of apples?
You were in a barrel of apples.
Yeah,
I specifically remember. We popped the lid, and you were like the piglet on a holiday dinner in the mouth.
Well, I do like apples, and he grabs one of the apples
they're
and
delicious.
Takes a chunk out of it.
So, I don't have the greatest reputation back at that town. I'm just going to put that out there. But I do feel like we need to go back. And don't we have some artifacts and stuff with us? Like, I know I have my axe. Don't we have anything else to kind of prove to everybody, hey, a little forgiveness?
I've got this demon's horn.
And I've got some of the soul stones. I have 2 small stones, 2 medium stones, and then we have 1 large stone, which is inside the rod that he was using. Yeah. Like, it's still in there. So we have, in theory, we have some souls, but we just don't know how to get them out of the stones appropriately, would be my assumption. Okay. So we need to potentially find someone who can help us. So maybe before we go back to the inn and be like, hey, we didn't find Isabella, maybe we try and seek someone who can help us theoretically get the souls back out of the stones. Is that her name?
What about the lady that I dropped?
I mean,
how about this?
She seems smart.
Around the building, out of sight, and maybe you go talk to her, since you were just like giving her all of our money, saying so sorry for him. I'm okay.
I think she would like you if she got to know you.
Maybe. But I definitely do believe we need to go back, if anything, to let them know what was going on and what's, they might be able to send us in a different direction, because I don't feel like that guy was working alone.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's a lot going on there.
He told us that, he's only one part of a larger thing, and that, like, we're going to regret what we did, but we had to try and, save these people.
Mm-hmm. Malik was looking through some of the books or whatever, saying, like, maybe I can't do Matt's Australian accent. Maybe I can find some information in some of these books here and figure out a way to reverse the process. He's like, I've been looking through one of the ones I found in the library, and it looks like there probably is a way, but I just need more time to be able to research and figure this stuff out.
You started so good. You actually were doing pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, and then you went full American.
I know. I didn't want to keep it up the whole time.
Roy, sometimes you want us to tell you quicker rather than not quick. So just in case you care, the name of the stream has a typo in it. It says Tales of Misplaced Maples. And I don't know how many trees we've lost in the midst of this stream, but in case you wanted to know.
Hey, just so you know, no matter, I was doing that on the fly.
I know, you did it very quickly.
Meeples is never ever in like actual,
right.
Like
no judgment. I just know sometimes we point things out later, and you're like, wait, why didn't you tell me? So I'm telling you now.
I was trying to figure out if I could like add it to my computer's dictionary, but I don't think I can. Dang it!
Anyway. Meeples is a word. Computer, learn it.
Exactly.
Probably autocorrect you.
So. I mean, if we lose a tree later, that would be really funny, though. Like, if a maple tree just disappears.
I would definitely
Belma might put 13 arrows into a tree for fun.
Well, then it's not misplaced, though.
Maybe the meeples were made out of maples, and that's...
maple meeples.
Exactly.
Maple meeple.
Oh, man, if somebody isn't making maple candy that's meeple-shaped, they should get on that.
Maple Meeple sounds like a Canadian podcast on board games.
Oh, we could start that next.
We're not Canadian.
I live in Michigan. It's almost the same thing.
There's a new publisher, Maple Games. We should tell them that they should start Maple Meeples as their their thing.
Oh my god. There's the fourth wall of this game.
Nice.
Hey, don't shake too much, Adam. Too soon.
I know. Right?
Bro, too soon. You can't do that to us. I don't have your wife's number. It's happening again. Call the ambulance.
Oh man.
Folly says, so what are our next steps? Like, how do we save the people? Like, what should we do?
We got to head back to town. Either that or we walk aimlessly, because when we're on top of that tower, we couldn't see anything. So we definitely got to head back to town. I
think it's time to look for signs of the occult or other such vile creatures that might be living beneath the town.
Well, you think they're beneath the town? That dude's thing was in the bottom of the, yeah.
They seem like basement dwellers, my friend.
Man.
So Malakwa was saying that with some studying, he might be able to do it? Is that what he was saying, Roy?
I feel like I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I feel like I might be able to figure it out.
That wasn't
No,
bad.
I'm not doing it. Now I'm doing Belmo's accent. Dang it. But yeah, it looks like there's maybe some missing information. It says something about a stone inscriptions or something underground somewhere that would, like, the correct incantation is written on. I guess it's kind of like maybe if we figured that out, we'd be able to figure out what we need next. But the book acts as if I should know where this location is if I'm doing this sort of ritual or something like that, but I'm really not sure.
Okay, so we need to find somebody who's familiar with the book itself, would be my
Or
assumption.
the first restaurant that serves chilled monkey brains.
I mean, yeah. You know.
Or what if we also, the purple robe guy, we lost track of him in the marketplace. What if we go back to the marketplace and try to look for any type of signal or sign on a stone? Maybe that's how he was able to get away.
The guy we fought was the purple robe guy.
I know, but when we very first saw him, when Folly got the coin,
I see what you're saying.
it
Like
was
where
in
the
the
area
marketplace.
where he disappeared.
And if Malakwa is saying that we need to look for stone markings, what if there's a marking somewhere in the marketplace and indicates that's how he was able to get out so fast? Because remember, he was walking down that alleyway, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. There was no tracks or anything anymore.
Mm.
So maybe there's a secret tunnel underground there.
I like it.
Cool.
I also think it would be a good idea if we got a disguise for T. Since it seems a little bit like perhaps he might draw some attention given his relationship with the guards. Hold on 1 second. I'll go hunt something. And Belmo dashes.
Can we dress him up as
out
a
the
wagon?
As a wagon?
I mean, you're a dragonborn, so you're not small. But wagon size.
Belmo dashes outside to see if there's anything he can kill and skin to drape over T.
That's great. That's great. I'm excited for that. So Taruk just takes off running
Crystal
towards the
said
village.
no more animal deaths.
As long as I didn't meet the animal, I'm slightly more.
When
okay with
Taruk
it.
walks outside, Belmo is just going like this. He's kind of just lining his bow because I'm going to have to kill a lot of these squirrels, T. Just hold still.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, good luck with that, and I start just a mile jog. I'm not going to say that I'm a runner, so let's just do like a soft jog back towards the village, and I hope everybody catches up because I'm already getting winded.
Oh, we're just running back to the village?
Oh,
jogging back to the
I
village?
am. The idea of just like freshly cut carcasses being laid on me,
I haven't cut him up yet.
just doesn't sound so appealing. Just like the hot steam.
Yeah, don't
and,
you normally
loveliness.
leave those to dry for a while or whatever? You gotta tan the hides.
When you're in a rush, you got to do what you've got to do.
But I have.
Folly's like, Belmo, you scared off T.
I have traveler's clothes, and I imagine in one of my traveler's clothes there's some type of like cloak or cape. So I'm just gonna put the cloak over my head, and So that way, like, the only thing sticking out of my cloak is maybe like the tip of my mouth with like a tooth coming out.
Nice.
Yeah.
That works. So we can head back to the town, I guess, if everybody's down with that. If we don't want
Yeah, Belmo just takes the 3 squirrels that he killed and just kind of tacks their tails to his belt and just shrugs.
Hey, good lunch later.
Yeah. Not going to waste those.
You better not waste those.
That would be wasteful.
There are people in Blaga Blaga land that would kill to have those.
Probably says, "Team, my legs aren't that long," as he tries to run, following you guys.
Whew, good. I slow down, and you can jump on my back.
Cool. Folly does that.
Is E-Ray, are you following us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
He says the worst part of all of it is that I never got to get my revenge. Hopefully it was sweet for you guys.
I just picture E-Ray behind us, and she's doing controlled breathing because she knows how bad it's going to be as soon as T and Belmo hit the gates of the town.
I think it's going to be awesome, and she's excited.
She's like, I'm really going to keep these guys in line this time.
I think we're just going to have some fun
this time. Yeah.
Malakwa is following behind, but he's still like trying to skim through the book as he's going along, trying to gain as much information as he can.
Are we in a position? Are we walking in like dense woods?
Well,
or now that we're looking for certain
woods
markings?
right around. It wasn't that far from the town, but it was like dense woods in between the tower and like some farms, and then there was like a little bit of farmland, like some wheat fields and like a barn and stuff in between the woods and the town. That's where you guys fought those fungus things. So
okay.
But yeah.
All right. So have we made it yet to like the gate or anything like that?
Sure. What's you guys' plan of approach as you're moving in on this stuff?
I think somebody needs to look. Maybe Malakwa can look at the gate to see if he sees any markings in his book to also indicate if those were.
Oh, just on
like
the
if
gate?
that was a signal.
Maybe the whole town is in on it, right?
Well, yeah, something like maybe there's like a secret sign or something, because we chased this guy and he went out of the gate area.
Yeah.
When we fought him, and so maybe there's a marking on that gate for him to know to come into this area or something like that. So somebody should probably do an observation check now, since we know to look for markings.
I don't see anything specifically here. Like there's no real markings. I mean, there's things saying that the town is deep well and things like that, and nothing too crazy other than that.
All right. Is the gate open? Can we just start walking through?
Yeah. There are because you guys waited till morning, basically.
I shrink my shoulders and I try to make myself as small as possible. Like cool. I'm shrugged over, I'm bent over. I've got my tail in between my legs. I'm holding it in one hand. I'm trying to be as small and discreet as possible.
Yeah. Belmo's just pinching his beard and trying to be as tall as possible.
There are like there's like a guard there, but he's not necessarily that concerned with who's coming in and out of the city, because there's like farmer there's like a farm wagon going in and things like that. Like if you timed it just right, we might be able to like just casually walk in with the rest of the crowds, you know.
All right. So yeah, I try, as the wagon's coming in, I try to dip on the opposite side of the wagon from the guard, and make my way in behind it.
T, can I get you at least to try to make a semi-stealth check, since you're trying to be a little bit sneaky? I mean, I guess the rest of us, if we're just trying to do whatever. Folly's hopped off your back now that we're near the area, not to draw too much more attention to you by being a gnome riding on a thing. Did you roll a 1?
Oh no!
Now those were not my dog dice. Can I roll? Oh my gosh! I rolled a 20 with my dog, my dice. I rolled a 1 with the dice that Roy gave me.
I'm
Too
sorry.
late.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
So as you're like trying to sneak in, like with the rest of the things, you like just fall down on your face, and all this.
I trip.
And trip, and the guard looks over at you guys, and Folly's like, "Oh, sorry, come on, Grandpa, let's go."
Oh yeah, my back it goes out on me. You know about my knee problem. I'm sorry, son.
We should have grabbed you a stick when we were coming out of the farm there. We're just trying to get to the market, and
I've got a condition. It's called the sparkles.
Folly's gonna try to I guess bluff the guards or something like that. Deception against the guards. His charisma's not too crazy, but he got good enough. The guards are just like, don't make a ruckus. Be good
right,
as you're
son.
in town.
Be quiet.
I should have, before we approached, I should have just put all the guards to sleep because we are so bad at dealing with the guards. I should have just been like from a distance, just made them all pass out.
Nice.
I feel like we're gonna need those once we get into the marketplace.
Yeah, that's true. I should save my spells.
Yeah.
Save sleep.
Yeah. Terrible. All right, so we're past the gate.
Yeah. So where would you like to go in the town?
Did we want to go to that alley where he disappeared?
Yeah, I think we should.
We know more now because we examined it before and didn't find anything, but now that we kind of know what we're looking for a little bit more, maybe we'll actually see like an inscription or a symbol or something that seemed nondescript before but actually has significance.
Is there a well at all in the town?
I'm not sure, but we could ask around.
What is the town of Deepwell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm going off of what chat's saying. Does the town of Deepwell have a deep well?
That's a good question.
Maybe.
You should ask someone. Do it.
What do you want to ask? Who do you want to ask? What do you want to do?
I think E-Ray needs to ask. I don't need to. I'm not saying anything right now. I'm a grandpa. I don't know how that happened.
the giant hulking grandpa. Hey,
This is what happens when you eat your vegetables, kids.
Folly's like, I don't think you're old. It was the first thing that came to mind.
I don't care. I'm just glad they didn't hit me.
So
I think you're wise and I think you're smart, but I don't think you're old. I think you're great, man. Don't let it bring you down.
Belmo just walks over to Foley and goes, "Hey, I'm the oldest one here and I can do this," and he just attempts a backflip right there. And I rolled an athletics just to make the backflip fair, and it was a 3.
Hey, what if you slipped on one of the squirrel tails?
Is that your napping position?
So now me and T are just laying there inside of the gate. Just
oh no, I'm up. I got it.
You're just falling on the ground, way further past everything because you guys started walking sort of towards the market.
Wait, guys, and Belmo runs to catch up as they head to the market.
I'm gonna approach, like, are there any like kids nearby? Not like super young, but like maybe like 8 to 10-year-old range.
Or has the market woken up yet? Because you said we came in first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people are carting all their stuff in the market right now. So people are bringing their stuff to set up. Like the different farmers, they have like a farmer's market area where they've got different like vegetables and things they're trying to sell, and just people selling random homemade jewelry sort of things, like all sorts of just random stuff you would see at that sort of thing. All
are there
handmade.
any kids that I could approach?
Yeah, the demon lady can totally try to hunt down and talk to some kids.
Not like a tiny child, just like one that's old enough that might think I'm cool.
Okay.
Find a goth kid.
Is there like a little goth, or maybe a demon child? Maybe. Yeah, there's probably all.
Are there any kids wearing eyeliner? Can I talk to the kids wearing the eyeliner?
Baggy pants, like
with black
chain
lipstick
belt
and black fingernail polish.
Oh man, you guys would have loved me during my goth phase in middle school. Just
hell
wait,
yeah.
that ended? I don't think it ended. Look at it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
This honestly, it looked way worse than this.
Nice.
Okay, no, I want to like go up to like, okay, maybe like a preteen, like somebody that's old enough to not be completely frightened of me when I approach.
Okay.
Like, hey kid, I heard that there is a well in this town where if you throw some like rocks into it, it'll like grant you wishes, but I can't find it. Do you know where this magic well is?
We'll give you candy.
I was trying not to make it super creepy.
He says, I don't know where any well is. I mean, I think there. I remember my grandpa talking about, because the town is named Deep Well, but I remember my grandpa talking about a well that's in the city, underneath town hall or something like that. But it seems like it's been boarded up long ago.
Oh man, that means then there must be lots of wishes over there that we can take. Do you want to show me where town hall is? Like, do you want to take me to it?
I'll give you a squirrel.
Dangling. Use your I don't know what. I wish I knew like what you use.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah, just use persuasion.
Okay.
There used to be like streetwise sort of thing that used to be good for that sort of thing, but.
Yeah.
Are we in the marketplace?
Yes, like right on the edge.
While they're doing that, I'll wait for them to be done, but I head to that alley.
Oh, my charisma's great.
Stuff.
Cool. Folly will go with you.
9, but I have a +4, so
and
that's a 13.
Malak was just standing beside them looking at a book.
With my +4, I rolled a 13.
You roll a 13?
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, I mean, I don't think my mom will miss me too much. You think I'll get in trouble?
Well, I mean, your mom's probably busy at the market, right? So, and the town hall can't be that far from here. It'll be a fun little adventure, and then you can come right back. You'll be fine.
Plus, you'll get the squirrel.
Before I leave the group to go look down the alleyway, I turn to the kid. I'm saying, when has a child ever gotten in trouble for leaving their parents to follow strangers with horns? You'll be fine.
I don't know that that's gonna help. He's like, how about I just point you in the direction? I don't know. If I point you in the direction, will I still get a squirrel? I could kind of tell you where it is.
It's so fresh.
Is that a yes? I mean, it looks like you have lots of squirrels. Like,
I've got 5 squirrels.
I thought you said you had 3. You're just exaggerating.
Yeah, I was like, are they multiplying? When they're dead, that's hard to do.
This one had baby squirrels. I pulled them out.
Oh, no. No! Why? You're the worst.
The kid looks slightly disgusted and is like, it's over there to the east, and he points over that direction and kind of like scurries back over to one of the stalls.
Fine then, kid, and I throw him a little baby squirrel.
Oh no!
You see a little hand reach out from behind the stall and grab the squirrel tail. I don't know what this kid's gonna do with a dead squirrel, but
I mean, a fetal squirrel is delicious.
And so I'm in the alleyway. I'm in the alley.
Crystal's about to turn off the podcast.
I'm gonna throw up. Like, that's so gross.
So I'm looking for any signs.
Cool. Okay, so you went to the alley. I guess Folly followed you over there.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, this is where that guy disappeared at. Can you make a perception check?
Yes, 17.
You look around and you see all the different stuff, and you actually feel quite certain that just there's no signs here to be found. Like, I mean, you see some like trash in the alleyway and things like that from just debris coming back here from the wind, but you're just like, there's no, I mean, the runes and things that you're looking for or the different things like that, it's not here. So, but you're certain that you're not missing it. It's just, there's nothing.
Okay. There's nothing right now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing there. I mean, we had
Do
looked
I
here.
have any sort of do I get any type of idea or anything like that? Like it could be hidden, or I'm just not looking in the right place?
No, I mean, with your perception, as far as like anything around you, you feel like there's just nothing. You know, it's not. I mean, this doesn't seem to be the answer you're looking for with your perception.
All right, I turn back and I join E-Ray and Belmo as they're headed towards the town hall. Hey guys, went there, saw absolutely nothing.
Matt didn't die. He's just reading a book this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was a no-go in the alleyway, but something we've got to be able to sense something. I mean, why would he have the books with the markings, right?
Yeah.
We got to find something. Okay. Never mind.
Rob almost had an idea, but he didn't quite.
I have an idea, but part of me wants to go back to the inn where we were at.
Belmo, can I get you to make a perception check?
Belmo can do that. That'll be a 7.
You think you like something like that normally wouldn't have been burned has been burning like in the town somewhere, but you're like, it seems weird, but it's really hard for you to tell which direction it is because it's like all around, but it's just a very faint like smoky smell or whatever, just like
would that be like a sense of survival? Because I'm actually pretty high in survival.
No, it'd be like tracking type stuff, or maybe survival.
Guys, my wolf-like senses tell me that the ash of demons be in the air. Or perhaps overcooked pork. It's one of the two.
Same thing,
E-Ray.
honestly.
E-Ray, do you sense anything, or can you...
I'm kind of at a loss. I really am not sure what we should do right now.
Perhaps the town hall and the well.
Well, here's the thing. We have not been stopped by guards yet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Belmo senses something in the air. Now,
I do, or I'm hungry.
It's weird though, man, because like for some reason there's something in my gut telling me something's up with the inn. And I don't know if I can't get over the fact that that girl is still on the heroes wall when she's clearly not a hero. But like, there's something about that place. Because that one guy just took off after trying to sell us bad shrooms. Or trying to sell bad shroom. Like, I don't know. That's where we were attacked. Well, that's where we were attacked. That's where some stuff is. I don't know. Still, the well sounds...
You know what? I mean, it couldn't be that horrible for us to go back to the inn and at least give these people an update. Obviously, they care a lot about Isabella. Yeah. We don't have. I would prefer to have more information to give them, or actually because the thing is, we assume Isabella's soul is trapped in one of the stones, but we don't know if it's one of the ones we have or one of the ones that was destroyed. Like, Isabella could be dead. We don't know. So I wish we had more solid information to give them.
And that one that got destroyed, I mean, it made like a big bang, so we don't need to destroy these. What if before we hit the inn, though, we see your friend, the tarot girl or the sorcerer girl?
I mean, she didn't like any of us really that much, but yeah, I think if we walk in and just show her the soul stones and just be like, hey, we know we got off on a bad foot, but like, look what we have. We need help, and just see if she says no, then we don't need to fight it. We can just turn
ask
around
for our money
and
back.
walk out. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, like we can just play it cool. And if she doesn't want to help us, then we move on. We don't need to force the issue. We don't need to put her to sleep and carry her around or anything.
No, but tell her what's going on, because she seemed like she knew more than what she was saying, but she also seemed scared. And you can tell her we killed the guy. We've got the staff. We've got this.
Yeah, she didn't seem like she had bad intentions. I don't think she's somebody we need to worry about. But yeah, maybe she'd be willing to help us now that we actually have something solid to show her.
Do it. I say we head that way, and I say I wait outside, and you go talk to her.
Nice.
Okay.
So I guess we head that way, and I'm outside. Anybody else can go inside. I'm also outside and around the corner, so if she does peek her head outside, she still does not see me.
As you start to get closer, Belmo, that smell you were smelling before is like starting to get stronger. You're like, oh, I think this is the way to like where that smell is. It seems to get stronger.
Oh.
And as you guys...
The putrid demon scent is growing.
Do you see any smoke or smell any smoke or anything like that, Belmo?
It reeks. It reeks strong.
I mean, you guys can kind of all smell like a ashy, burnt, weird smell, like maybe with some weird chemicals thrown in there too. When you guys actually get to where the place was, you realize that this is exactly where that smell is coming from, and that the building is burned down.
Oh,
I did not do that.
He's immediately like, not it.
And I mean, you guys were only gone for like a couple days, or like a day and a half or something like that. And so you can still like see it's like smoldering and stuff like that a little bit too.
All right, can we do like a perception check to see if we see any remains or artifacts or anything left over, or is everything just ash?
It looks like most everything in there is kind of burnt up, and it looks like there's like, I don't know. It looks like there's maybe some like trenches like dug in the dirt on the street or where they're around it, where there's been water dumped in to kind of like, I guess, contain it when something caught fire.
Like, is anybody nearby? Does anybody appear to be like weirded out by this, like that this happened? Is everybody acting normal? Like, what are the people nearby?
A lot of people are over by the market, but there are some people nearby if you wanted to talk to them. I mean, there's some people that just look over at it and things like that, but
you're right.
Okay. I'll flag down like the nearest people and oh my gosh, a friend of ours lived here. What happened?
A friend of yours? You knew Miriam?
We did. We actually spoke with her not too long ago. She was assisting us in an investigation that we were performing, and we were hoping to come speak with her again.
I'm not sure what happened, but the guards were here like trying to stop the fire or contain the fire, and they said it was caused by some sort of chemicals inside the building. I'm not sure what happened, but it's definitely super sad if Miriam was in there.
Did she die?
I haven't seen her today. I'm not sure. The guards haven't made that clear. I guess they would know more than I would, but I mean, I was just passing by, and they said that it was some sort of chemical fire that I guess she mixes all sorts of potions and different things like that with all the crazy things she does. She talks half nonsense when I hear her, but I don't think she deserved to die in a fire in her own place. So I wish she would have been more careful.
Your disrespecting sarcasm either, young person.
Yeah.
So thank you for your wasteless time and good day.
He just walks off and huffs.
Good day. Good day. No tood.
Belmo was feeling really ADD, and he just walked over and started with a skewer on a squirrel over the ashes.
Oh no!
Hey, Belmo, cook me one.
Yeah,
cook me one.
One coming up. Just
that was a chemical fire, gentlemen. In case that matters.
Flavoring.
I'm a dragon, and I sneeze lightning, so I'll be fine.
I'd like to...
Miriam, she's the one that gave me the cream for my hand, and I mean, we don't necessarily know what the exact reason that disappeared was, so it might have eventually worked. So I mean, she was all right in my book. She was super nice to me.
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna have to talk to a guard.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, you think there'll be a guard at the inn? Or at least on the way to the inn?
An off-duty guard, anyway.
I mean, we could probably...
Even if not the guard, the lady at the inn, she'll know, because everybody at the inn, that's where all the gossip goes. That's where everyone grabs their drinks and stuff like that. So she'll probably know better than the guards.
Am I able to search through any of the like rubble or ashes or anything for any kind of clues as to what specifically might have started the fire?
You can.
I guess go ahead and make a perception check.
I was hoping for investigation, but I'll take it.
Either that, whatever's more strong.
My investigation is really good. I've got a +5, so.
I think investigation sometimes is questioning people, but it's still fine.
I only rolled a 9, so that's 14 with the +5 though. Just to see if I can see anything of note, I guess.
I mean, you are well versed in the ways of fire, so.
I mean,
you can't really tell. Like, is there a specific? I mean, everything just looks messed up and ruined and burnt up and screwed up. But it's really strange that, like, as you're looking around, you're like, there are trenches and things like all set up to make the other houses not catch on fire and things like that. It just seems interesting. I don't know, just the timing of it all. You're just like,
I don't like that either. Why, if like a chemical fire, that probably spread fast. Who stops to build a trench? Like, did they do that first and then set it on fire? Like, I've never seen in all of my years living in the forest with the dragon people. I've never seen.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel right to you guys.
Yeah, it does. I don't like this. It's almost like it's set up. I don't like this at all.
Belmo's got a squirrel head in his mouth. He's like, let's go to the tavern. I need to wash this down.
I hope that lady still has my 4 chickens, because I never get my second order.
Nice.
Yeah, something's up with this. Do we see anything weird about the trench or anything like that? And then I'm done. Sorry, but just like, there's got to be more than just it's burnt and there's a trench of water.
I mean, they put it on like the sides and things like that, and I don't know.
Good.
I mean,
all right, let's head to the tavern.
It's all weird.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any weird symbol that they make, or do they just line the once was walls?
Oh no. I mean, you're talking about the burn stuff?
No, the trench. Are they like in any weird pattern or shape or anything?
No, it's just like dugout area with like water dumped in it.
Yeah.
That's weird. Cool. So you guys head to the Iron Ale Tavern.
Iron Ale Tavern. And who's the name of this?
Stella is the owner.
Hypocrite.
Oh, no.
And then Nos is the
Nos
the
is
cook.
the Tyriad cook. Cool. So you guys walk in, or
no outside food or beverage. Sorry.
I'm still eating mine. I don't care. I'm a rebel.
Stella's like, "Oh, you have returned. Is there any news of Isabella?"
Well, we believe that Isabella was captured by this magical being, and her soul was trapped in a stone that he was using to as fuel for his magical powers. And we think a lot of other people's souls have been trapped in the same way, and we're not sure if she is alive or not at this point, but we're still trying to see if we can rescue her.
Yeah, Stella, it's not looking so hot right now.
We
did kill the creature, and I pull out the sorcerer's hand, because remember I chopped that off as like a trophy.
That's a lot to take in. Oh goodness. I mean, do you think that there's a way to help revive the souls, or is
we have no idea.
Stuck in? Why would someone do this to a little girl, much less any of the other people that have gone missing from the village?
I don't think it has to do with her age or gender. When we fought the creature, he used these stones as weapons and was able to actually cast magic from them. And so I just think he took whoever was available because he needed their energy, their life force. And we broke one of these stones while fighting him, and it caused a massive explosion. We don't know how to get the stones out or to correctly free anything. from it, but she's still not a hero, and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
She seems very confused by your last statement.
Well, that picture on the wall that's still up there, you have her as a hero, and she's just stuck in a rock, maybe.
I mean, if it weren't for Isabella, we would have never gone on this quest, and we never would have fought this magician of sorts. And so I suppose if it, she's helping us help the others in some way, and hopefully we'll be able to release her soul and return her to you.
I mean, that's far-reaching, so sure, she's a hero now. Congratulations, Stella.
Well, at least you guys got revenge on the guy that did this. I mean, very obviously, I can tell by the hand. But,
oh yeah, he's dead. I chopped him in half, actually from the bottom up. It was pretty amazing. But side note, Magic Lady, her house burned down, and something doesn't
Miriam?
feel right.
She actually came in here babbling something about you guys having come through here or whatever, and had left a note for you.
But you didn't hear about her house burning down?
No. I mean,
is Deep Well that big?
It's kind of on the other side of town or whatever.
How long ago was she here?
It was right after you guys had run off.
So like a day ago. Yesterday. She was here yesterday.
I'm not sure what happened. She said something about the guards having taken her or whatever, but she was trying to stay on the down low, and she had given me this to give you guys. I'm not sure the best place to put this. I don't know if I can put it here.
All right, Adam, look underneath your phone.
Again, super magic. No, I'm just kidding. I guess I'm gonna.
Is it any special type of language, or is it
it's gonna be common.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You want to read it, Folly?
I'm gonna try to message it to you, and have one of you guys read it.
In Skype or elsewhere?
I was gonna do the Facebooks, but.
Oh, the Facebooks. Okay, I will pull up my phone.
Being super slow.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go turn my light on, because I realize that while there is sunlight lighting up my room right now, that's going to end at some point, and I don't have my light on, so it'll get dark eventually.
Darkness. Huh.
That's messed up, though. Why wouldn't Stella know about the inn burning? I mean, even if it's on the other side of town.
I mean I've been busy with customers
news?
all day. I bet you some of the other
Stella,
patrons
I don't
here.
like that, though. I mean, you run a business that's based off of public presentation, and to not know that another business in town got burnt down.
I mean, normally the guards would let us know about that sort of thing, like if something crazy
but somebody
had happened.
didn't come and have a drink, or Miriam, or whatever her name is, she didn't tell you that her place burned down?
I'm assuming it must not have been burned down when she came, but she was acting like very suspicious. I don't know. It definitely does seem strange that people are being so hush about this.
Stella, what were you doing yesterday at 3:34 p.m.?
I was here in the inn, helping with brews and serving customers.
I bet that's your answer for everything, isn't it?
I am definitely very hardworking. I am always here doing this. But I would be out there trying to help find Isabella myself if I felt I had the skills to do so. I'm better at making beer than I am at fighting off necromancers.
Unless you offered Isabella up as a sacrifice for yourself.
Why would you suggest that?
Well, I find it very odd. If we're talking logistics here. Now, granted, I've spent a lot of time growing up with animals because my village got burned down. And let me tell you what, when it burned down, I knew about it. I knew about it the day that it happened. And you're telling me that you don't know when an establishment, a fellow business person, and lady, by the way, when her business got burned down, who I dropped at your doorstep. you didn't hear about this, and you just got a note for us, and you live in a place where people get drunk and tell their whole life stories.
What I'm telling you is that it's weird, and it is strange that no one came to me and said this. I would expect the guards to go around and talk about safety with people and like, hey, make sure you're being careful with your things, and this happened, and maybe there'd be an obituary with her in there if she had died. But I haven't seen any information about it. None of the people who have come in here have taled about it.
I pull the head part off of the cloak, and I just stare her down, and I say, "I'm watching you." That's it.
Does anybody want to make an insight check to see if she's lying or anything?
Oh, I think she's full of it. Even if she's not, even if she passes, she is the Roy candidate of the group. She can't be trusted.
She gave you guys like potions and like told you guys to go.
Yeah, she's a good NPC. She's fine.
Come on. You go to the local bar and they're not going to know what happened, that a building burned down?
I like how T just he matlocks her just right in court. Well, why did you kill him?
Here's the deal. Based on the letter that we've received now, that I imagine we're going to want to read on stream here in a second, obviously some really evil people were responsible for it being burned down, and there are potentially other factors at play as to why that information wouldn't have spread through town, threats or otherwise. So I think it is weird, and she thought it was weird that she hadn't heard as well, but I imagine that there's reasons for that.
I got a 16 for the insight check.
You think she's very passionate and honest, even though you feel you want her for some reason to be wrong.
My tail is still tingling. I may feel that way, but I'm not believing it. All right, so what's this letter say, E-Ray?
So the letter from Miriam says, "I'm sorry I didn't give you the information you were looking for. There are too many ears, and it's hard to know who to trust. There is a darkness here from long past that they want to keep hidden. I will try and muster up the courage to do so. Maybe you will be the one to fix the doom that has befallen upon this town. Meet me at my shop upon your return. Hopefully nothing will happen for saying too much."
Ooh. Well, we just cooked 2 squirrels on what was her shop. And Stella knew nothing about it. She did not get her groove back. I'm not digging this, man. Something just feels really weird. Can we do like a perception check for any markings in the tavern?
Sure.
Who's got good perception?
Belmo will look for that. He's pretty good.
Belmo, bro, I'm being super paranoid. I need you to be on your game right now, son.
Ooh, 19.
Bro, you better see something. If you say he sees nothing, that's just going to be how it happens. But I'm going to be disappointed.
I say that is exactly how it works.
There's nothing bad about the tavern. That's the thing. Like, the tavern is a good place, and the people there are good, and we need to go find the bad people.
Yeah, I mean, you look around, Belmo, and you're, like, searching all the different areas and things like that, and Stella's too busy arguing with T about things to notice you, like, ducking and looking under different things, but you don't notice anything out of the ordinary than you would at, like, a normal tavern. So, and you feel pretty confident that, like, I didn't miss something. There's nothing here to see.
And I just look over at T and go, T, there's nothing here but suds and bad decisions to be made. It's time for us to break into town hall.
I growl and I storm outside. I put my cloak back over my head, but I'm still not happy. And now I've scratched the tingling part of my tail too much where I'm going to leave a scab, and I'm pissed about that too.
Okay.
I look over at Malakwa and I'm like, should we join him?
Well, mate,
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something to this whole thing. I mean, we all, from the book here, it says that the incantation is written on something underground. So if there was a place that we could get underground in the town, that might make a little bit sense with the continuity of what the book's speaking at here.
Stick my head in the door. The well's underground, the town hall. I stick my head back out the door.
Belmo just looks over at E-Ray, shrugs, like, let's go.
Nice. Darth's impressed.
Before I head out, I'd like to ask Stella for a drink for the road.
Hey, don't give her any money. And I stick my head back out the door.
Like, I want a shot, basically. Like E-Ray wants some liquor.
Is it me, or are you still hung up on the squirrel?
She totally hooks you up and is like, if you can find any more information about why this was done, like, I mean, if it was just a power thing or if there was more behind it, because he was saying that this guy just was using the souls to make himself more powerful. But if there's any more information you could find, if there's any way we can help, let us know.
I imagine, Stella, that we may have put you in danger by giving you the information that we have. Do you know anyone here in town that you can reach out to help maybe put a little extra protection around the tavern or within it?
I mean, I know a few people. I mean, we definitely have lots of adventurers that pass through and come by. And I can probably definitely get some people to watch out. Do you think it's going to be like a real safety concern? I mean, if they burn down Miriam's place.
And I mean, in the letter that Miriam sent us, there wasn't even really that much information. And if they're willing to burn down her place for something like that, then I don't know what they're capable of. So I would love for us to be able to stay and protect you. But obviously, we need to find Isabella. We need to find out what happened to all of these people. So we can't stay. But I just want to make sure that you're on your guard and that you're as protected as you can be, because clearly these people have some kind of major influence here in town. If you didn't hear about what happened just within the town walls, then this may run deeper than we all have anticipated.
She pulls like a hand axe out from under the counter and sets it on the counter and it's like, we'll make sure that nothing goes wrong with my tavern. There's no way I'm going to let them take that. And she's like, I don't necessarily trust the guards in this town. They never come by the tavern. They always stick to themselves. So I think I'll rely on other adventurers to help protect us.
Well, I'm glad, and I just want you to take care of yourself, and hopefully we will see you again soon. And I'm going to grab a shot glass of liquor that I assume she was pouring at some point, and I'm just going to shoot it back, and then I'm going to walk out.
How strong was it? You fall on your face. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't make me roll for the liquor. It'll go poorly.
And now you have do you go into like a drunken like fighting stance after you have a couple shots?
I mean, I imagine
This is where all your attack spells come in. You're like, take a couple, and then you're like, now it's time for attack spells. No, just kidding. Cool. So what is the approach you guys plan to take?
I'm just gonna follow the group.
Yeah, I mean, Belmo really wants to sneak in like a burglar.
Okay.
He's pretty confident he can go right down the chimney.
Gotcha. Well, you guys see like a big building with like columns in like the front of it, like just pillars that lead up to like a path and a stairway that leads up into this building. So it's kind of like up a little bit higher, and then there's like windows on the side and things like that, and wooden like or stone like things on the sides of the roof and things like that. I'm just a giant like building sort of in the middle of town. It looks really nice, and it's nicely furnished and decorated and stuff, and everything looks well kept. It has like plants outside, like bushes that are trimmed and things like that all around it. So you're trying to sneak in?
Yeah, I'm looking for,
maybe.
Is there like a second level or a window, or now I'm distracted by a puppy.
I know, she's so cute.
But yeah, I'm just looking for like, what's my burglar's entrance here?
Cool. I mean, there's definitely it looks like probably a basement level that's like the bottom of the thing is all like stone, but there's probably like some sort of a way in, or like windows or something on the bottom, and then there's windows on the sides, on both sides of the building on the second level, which looks, that's where the main stairs lead up to. That looks like that would be like the, I don't know, just like the main room and different things like that for the town hall. It almost looks, for you, they call it a town hall, but it almost looks like a, I don't know, like a place where the like royalty or the king would be. Like, is this where the throne room is or something? It looks kind of weird. But
it's definitely important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess I'm just gonna walk up to one of the windows and look inside.
Cool.
So just kind of like, I'll like ascend the stairs to whatever Parthenon type platform thing there is there, and I'll look into a window.
Gotcha. And you're trying to be stealthy while you do this?
Correct.
So do that.
That would be 16.
Cool. You see, as you're doing this, you see a few guys in like different like grayish color robes, like walking and watering some of the plants, and like there's a bird bath that one of them's like filling up out in the middle of the thing, and you sneak past those guys and like whip around, and Folly's looking back like, yeah, he's doing it. And you slide up. One of them walks down the stairs, and you like stand behind the pillar, and then as he gets all the way to the bottom, you turn around and climb up the stairs when he's not looking, just right outside of their sight, and you get up to the top room, and you see there's just like a big room with several seats and things like that people could sit in. I guess they could have like their town hall meetings there or whatever. And there's several more of these guys that are just like in these gray robes there. And then there's a man standing there in the middle talking to a couple of those guys. And he's dressed in like, his robe's different because it's like red and has like this big red hood. And he's standing there talking to him, and it seems like, oh man, that's the guy that must be important who's here. But yeah.
Can I hear what they're saying?
I guess make a perception check.
That's a 3.
No. It's, you feel like you're probably a little bit too far away, or there's just too much like other stuff going on with people moving around and cleaning things up and stuff like that.
If I look around, is there anywhere that looks like it would descend to a basement or cellar?
As you look in there, you see that there is like doors that are behind like the main area to the very back, that looks like there would be doors that open up on the other side of the room, back behind where everybody else is in there. So there's like a bunch of chairs, and then like a podium where I guess someone would talk, almost like a church sort of looking thing. But then there's like doors behind that where I guess people would come out from, or they have storage or whatever, offices. Who knows what's back there?
All right. Can I walk around the outside of the building a little further and see if there's any other entrances?
Cool. You can walk around, and you see like a few windows on like the lower level, but they're like all barred up, and they look like they're just made to let light through, but it's like barred up to, I guess, keep people out. And several of them you look at, and they're like covered with curtains, but one of them appears to be like the curtain's slightly cracked. And as you peer in through there, you see one of these acolytes standing over what looks like there's just like a giant circle in the ground, and it's like looks very old, and there's like giant stones around it with different like runes on it, and it looks like they drop something like glowing and green down inside of it. You just notice them.
All right, I immediately can I still see E-Ray and T and Malakwa from here?
From there, you're like on the back side of the building, but they were just kind of like, I guess, hanging out a little bit away from the town hall, like not to be too suspicious, and then could still like see the town hall in case you had to cry out or something crazy.
So I come over to the corner and I'm just like, give them the old like, come hither. I got the waving the hands, like, come here, come here, come here.
Cool.
What is it? What did you find?
I guess Folly tries to go, but also be inconspicuous as he walks over there. He's gonna try to stealth a little bit, just like.
Am I able to make it over there stealthy like, or is it best like should I wave them off like I'm gonna stay here?
I mean, you could probably like go around like around so that way you're to the back without having to just walk by the
main stairs,
the main stairs or anything like that.
I'll do that.
Cool. So we all get over there. No problems. I mean, there are like occasionally some of those guys in gray robes that just walk by. I guess I don't know if they're like priests or what they are, some sort of guys that are just working here. And we get over there to where Belmo is.
All right, guys. They're throwing soul stones down the darn well. Nice point.
How is
Who's
that even
throwing soul stones down the well?
These super mediocre white men.
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Well, they're all dressed the same.
How many are there?
I mean, you notice kind of like outside there were like 2 or 3, and then inside he saw like 3 or 4 more, and then I guess he probably sees like a couple more in the basement through the blinds that are supposed to be shut, or the curtains that are supposed to be shut. But
Foley wouldn't fit through those bars, would he?
No, I mean they're really tight.
All right.
I mean,
so they're the ones that are.
It would be hard for Foley to fit through if the bars weren't there, because it's just like a small window. Like it's not big at all. So,
it's like ventilation size only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the guys.
These are definitely the guys.
I mean, how could this have been going on right in the middle of town and nobody was the wiser, though? That's what is confusing, is how many people in town are involved in this thing that somehow they've been able to get away with this right under everyone's noses.
It is pretty Iran-Contra.
I mean, if you run the town, though, you can hide what you want to hide. I mean, nobody knew what was going on with Miriam's shop, and Stella's a liar. So, do we just go in and wreak havoc, or do we try to talk to him?
I say we pretend there to clean the base.
Do we have anything that we could theoretically use to retrieve the stones that are at the bottom of the well? Like, could we rig something together to try and get, like, maybe lower Folly down? Because if we can see them, it can't be that deep. So, yeah, like maybe we can tie a rope to Folly. Poor Folly, just always is our little pawn. But like, I feel like we should get these stones while we still can and before anyone knows what's going on here. So that way they can't be used against us and we can protect them.
Yeah, we just need to find a way into the basement.
Does anybody look non-mediocre enough to indicate leadership or anything, Belmo, or is everyone just pale white eye?
There's one guy in a red cloak. He's looking a bit more important.
Is he in that room right now?
He was up in the main hall.
And so right now you're in the basement.
Correct. We're looking into the basement. He was up in the main hall when I was peering in through the side window.
What if E-Ray and myself and Malakwa just stormed the main hall and tried to take him and, I don't know, mess with him enough to give you and Folly enough time to try to get some of that stuff out of there, because you're the two smallest people.
I mean, in theory, we could burst into the town hall and tell them that we're there for a different reason. Like, we could say
a diversion.
Like, like that we had nothing to do with these stones, that we heard about something.
We can go tell them that we killed that sorcerer and see how they react, because they're obviously working with him.
Right, but that might make them angry if, in fact, they are working with him.
I think I want to kill all of them right now.
Well, right, but I'm saying if we want to cause a distraction, we could try and make them not antagonistic against us until we've got the whole party back together. If we could theoretically just distract them with conversation to start, and then eventually it's going to turn sour no matter what we do. But
all I need you to do is, you don't even have to wink. Just look at me, E-Ray. I'll start killing people. So we go in, and you just talk. And as soon as you look at me, and it could just be any type of look. As soon as your eyes make contact with my eyes, I'm casting a spell, and then I'm swinging.
Velmo, I'm going to need the rest of your squirrels that you have. And I'm going to hand those over to T. And I'm going to be like, okay, so T, you are now the world's most important squirrel salesman. And we are going to go in here, and you are going to tell the people in town hall that they've never tasted squirrel like yours before. And
that's so hard, because I want to hurt them so
you're going to sell these squirrels like you've never sold anything before in your life.
Yeah.
I know T. I don't know that that's going to go very well. Why is he the person you picked to do this?
Because I think T's got the passion to make this happen.
Passion for blood.
And he loves those squirrels, and he loves this adventure, and when things do eventually turn sour, he's gonna kick some butt.
He does have a big battle axe with a skull on his back, so.
Yeah, like, I feel like they're not gonna, like, turn him away right away, because he's imposing, so they feel like maybe they'll listen to him at least for a minute or two. We can distract them with
getting excited by what you're saying, and I, like, shrug off my cloak, and I just, like, stand as tall as possible, and I'm just like, all right, like, I can do this.
All right.
I sure hope they don't recognize you.
Oh, they will.
Bello loves this idea. If
they recognize you, then you just tell them, no, this is my new trade, and you all are getting in on the bottom floor of the squirrel meat emporium that's going to be taking this town by storm. T, it's all you. I think you got this.
I love how, like, E-Ray is just giving T this pep talk, like she's in the movie Boiler Room, and she's Ben Affleck. She's just like, those are the keys to my Porsche right there. You know how you get a Porsche?
I was thinking more like Cyrano de Bergerac, but whatever.
You're more sophisticated.
Squirrel in hand, I turn and I head back towards the main entrance, and I start to march up the stairs inside.
Okay, nice.
I'm not even waiting for the group's approval. I'm ready to do some squirrel selling.
Heck yes, you are.
As you start walking through the courtyard, as you walk past one of the I guess we're just gonna call him priest guys, he's just like, excuse me, as you start to walk by, down, like right before you get to the stairs. Are you still just going up?
Oh, as he's looking at me, I continue to walk. I shove the squirrel in his face, and I say, "Got questions? Follow me." And I keep walking.
Excuse me, you need an appointment. As you start
again, shove the squirrel back in his face. Do you see his eyes? Yeah, that's my appointment. Peer into his soul. Follow me.
He starts to.
What have I done?
I mean, you've already walked past. Oh,
I'm past him.
So
and like right now, I got Eye of the Tiger.
He like drops his little pruning shear things and like starts to walk up the stairs behind you, but not being able to keep up with your stride. And you're there at the doors with this guy walking behind you.
I just open them up. I just bust them open. I'm not even knocking.
Okay, everybody there.
Push or pull, whatever it says. If it says pull, I pull.
Everybody there like looks at your general direction, and the guy in the red hood goes, "Excuse me, how can we help?"
Well, sir, I am very glad that you asked that question.
While this is happening, I like motion to Belmo and Foley, and I'm like, go. So like I'm letting them know that stuff's going down.
We're gonna try to sneak by now.
Yeah.
Those back doors while this is happening.
Okay, cool.
Sir in red, what's your name?
My name is Lord Ulrich. I am the lord of this town.
That's great. L-O. I'm going to call you Lo. Lo, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been hungry in your life, Lo?
Listen, you really need an appointment to come in.
Lo, have you ever been hungry in your life?
I'm sorry. Do I look like the kind of person who wants for anything? And he starts to like walk into the back room.
And he says, point, Lo. That's my exact point, Lo.
Could you guys please take care of him?
Away, I throw the squirrel at the back of his head before he's able to walk away.
Well, that's not going to go well.
Listen, sir.
We're so close.
Listen, sir. Before you walk away, you are going to take one step too many from the investment opportunity of a lifetime. When that thing hit the back of your head, did you feel how soft it was?
Did you just throw
how full it was?
A dead animal at me.
Sir, what I just threw at you was a million gold pieces.
Is this the same Dragonborn that we've heard about harassing people in the city?
Okay, and then like I'm listening outside the door, and I'm gonna like bust in at this point and be like, "Yo,
if my guards couldn't take care of him, maybe I need to take care of him myself."
Listen, Lo, before we start to go Lo, listen to me. Listen to me. This is a million gold piece opportunity. Please answer the question. How soft was the squirrel sack when it hit your head? It was pretty soft. Based off of the chemical fire that I'm not saying you guys caused earlier, as in possibly yesterday, we have come up with a new cooking solution and formula.
Dear Lord, roll for initiative.
Oh gosh, why?
I told you didn't know how this was gonna go, Crystal. Come on.
I have faith in him that he can do this. I'm trying.
I didn't. Not even a little bit.
You shouldn't have had any faith in me, Chris. I don't know why you did that.
I have one question.
I loved it, but inside my head, I was like, "Does she know what she's saying?"
Do I get my stealth roll for trying to sneak in the door first?
Cool. Yeah. Maybe we're like on the side of the building. Yeah.
Can I cast a spell though, real quick, on myself before we start this attack?
No.
Well, I mean, when you threw the squirrel, you kind of lost that. I think.
As we start initiative, like this dude, like his hood floats up over his head. So he's wearing this red cloak, and he kind of like floats off the ground a little bit.
The cord's not long enough. I can't do it. Damn it! I rolled a 20. I'm very excited about that. I mean, of course, I wasted it on an
18.
But
oh, dag.
So wait, plus my dex bonus, right? So 23.
Oh, and then I do plus. Do I do dexterity bonus? Which my dexterity bonus is 0. So.
What's yours, Rob?
18.
Oh, dag. Everybody's high numbers.
I'm 10.
Now I'm the only one in the room, or E-Ray, she's at the door, right?
Yeah, but I just like bust in.
How close am I to the guy in red?
I mean, you're on the. I mean, they didn't let you get any closer.
Okay,
to
real
him,
quick,
so
real quick.
He's back towards the door because he started to walk back there until you threw the thing in the back of his head.
Can you describe how the room looks to me and what I'm surrounded by and who I'm surrounded by? Because that's going to affect where I move.
Let's say Folly and Belmo are like. There's
Is the
chairs,
room circular?
It's rectangular, and there's chairs on both sides. Did
we come in the center of the room, or are we off to one of the sides?
The doors open up right to the center. Folly and Belmo are like in the back of like the side. We're gonna try to sneak around the chairs, and like maybe when he was going towards this door over here, go in this door over there.
Yeah.
But we only made it to like the back. We're like in the back, like. If we're standing there looking towards the front, like the back left corner.
Oh, they got spotted?
No, we didn't get spotted, but that's where we are when you started this.
Yeah.
Because we were starting to make our way. Because we got up the stairs. I mean, that's
for what it's worth. My stealth roll was 24.
Yeah, I mean, mine was like 20. So I got it. I didn't roll a 20. I got. Like,
I rolled.
17.
I rolled an 18. I've 18 plus. Not yeah. So more than that even.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, 23. But I'm yeah.
We've caused quite a ruckus, and it has just given you all the opportunity to sneak in.
Cool. I guess Malakwa's gonna keep an eye on the guys down in the cellar and try to figure out if he can understand exactly what's going on to that stuff. Because I don't necessarily know how to make his character attack. But
Matt does have the most fringe character out of it.
Yeah. His character. The problem is, if I made his character go, his character would be OP probably, and I'd be like, and he flies, and he shoots. Oh yeah, it'd be mad. But yeah. Cool. Let me continue to get this stuff in the right order. So.
All right, but I still need to know like the layout of the people. So I'm not in the center of the door.
So yeah, there's
chairs
on
door,
both
right?
sides. There are a couple of priest guys right in the middle way that were coming towards you. Yes, there's another priest guy over beside him, but kind of like on the
Where's he at?
right side, and he's over by the door that's on the very back of the right side.
All right, so redhead guy, door back right side, and there's a guy right beside him, and then there's two guys by the door. So there's only four bad guys in the room?
Yes, and there I guess are probably like two more coming up the stairs, which I guess are in between E-Ray and...
And I'm on the right side of the wall, like on the right side of the room, headed towards the red guy, and E-Ray's at the door.
Well, no, you were in the doors in the middle of the room.
Oh, so there's a room inside of a room.
No. You were in the middle main hallway because that's where the doors open up, just right there. So you just stepped in and started fighting with them. So
yeah, the door. Okay. The way I understood it, the doors are at like the back of the hall, kind of like to the sacristy of a church, like that. Yeah, there's like two of them, correct?
It's like a town hall where people can come in and I guess.
Yeah, so like I walked through the lobby area, and now I'm in the main hall area, and
correct.
E-Ray is in the door of the lobby area.
Yep.
Okay. Did you make it up that far, Crystal, or were you waiting back?
Well, she opened the doors and was like, T told me to come.
Oh, yeah, because you ran up when he started doing stuff. I guess.
Yeah, like I heard him getting heated, and so I kind of like threw open the doors, and I was about to tell him that we had another cellar on the line, but that didn't ever happen.
If you're at the doors, you're right there where there's a couple other priests that were starting to follow him up the stairs. So, like, there's priests beside you. There's priests right in between you and Rob, and me and...
Priests to the left of me. Priests to the right. Here I am.
Four priests in the room that I'm in. Yeah. There's four priests in the room that I'm in, and then in the lobby behind me, there's two priests in that room with E-Ray, and then there's two priests coming up the stairs coming towards E-Ray. Right?
Yeah, E-Ray's probably going to pass out here in a couple minutes.
That's total of 8 priests.
Pass out?
And
oh, no.
Well, yeah, like, because if you get knocked, if you lose all your hit points, you don't instantly die.
Oh, I guess you're right. Oh, man.
I've only been playing D&D for like half a year, but I know some things.
Oh, man.
And I'm just expecting that she's not going to make it through this.
What just happened? Sparkles doesn't exist anymore.
How far are the priests that are behind me in the lobby and the priests in the coming up the stairwell? How far behind me is all of this?
Say what?
So I'm in that room. I'm in that big room, but the priests that are in between me and E-Ray,
crap,
as well as the priest that's behind E-Ray, how far behind are they from me?
The ones that are behind you?
Yes.
They're really close. They're closer than the other ones are.
And what about the ones that are behind E-Ray coming up the stairs?
No, there's not ones behind E-Ray. There's some that are kind of beside / in between you and E-Ray.
Oh, so there's only 6. There's 2 in between E-Ray and myself.
There's 5.
2 in front of
there's
me.
5 because there's 3 in front of you, and then there's 2 behind you. And there's
so there's not.
I mean, you guys saw more downstairs too.
Yeah. We know that there's more coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. What's your dexterity modifier, Crystal?
3. I have 23 total for my initiative.
I'll let you go first then.
How far away? Last question. Because I'm trying to
math it out.
Well, there's a certain type of attack I want to do, but there's a distance related to that attack.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 priests that are in front of me and the red priest that's off to the corner, what's the difference in space between those 2 priests and the red one? Is it like 10 feet? Is it 15 feet? Or is it like farther? Like, what are we talking here?
I mean, this place is big, but it's not too crazy. I'd say like 8 feet.
Okay, boom. Yes. 8 feet?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, they're standing like a little bit more than a person laying down length away.
Okay. I know E-Ray can't hear me, but telepathically I'm saying, I got these 3 in this room. Take care of the 2 behind me.
Cool. All right. So we're starting with initiative. You see that things are getting rough and going crazy. And apparently, since
what
you were
did the
running
Red Hood roll? Oh my gosh.
a 20?
Man.
Good thing you rolled it now. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Nice. What do you want to do, Crystal?
I want to save my spell slots for a minute because I think that I want to use Witch Bolt, but I think I want to try and save it for the Red Hood guy, and so I'm going to just handle these 2 dudes first. I am going to use my magic dagger on the one that's closest to me.
Oh.
So what die is the magic dagger? I know I have +1 to hit and +1 damage, and I get a +1 d6 crit. Is that right? So do I just roll? What do I roll? D20? All of my knowledge is out of my head.
Yeah,
I
to hit.
roll d20s to hit.
Okay. I rolled a 16. So then dagger, what do I add to that? Dexterity?
Yep.
Or
Strength?
So plus 19. Oh, is it strength for a dagger? I didn't think it was a strength-based weapon.
It depends on it depends.
It could be either. It could be Dex, I guess, but
Yeah,
no, I mean,
it's
I'm
sleight of hand type of a thing, I
Right.
guess.
I'm
She's
cool with
fast.
either. I just need to know because my strength is a -2.
yeah, I think
So that
Dex
takes
is
it-
what it should be.
If it's a
Okay.
finesse weapon, then it's a dex.
Okay.
Oh,
So then
weird.
it's 19.
Yeah, that definitely hits this. You're just gonna stab one of the priests. That's which one are you going for? The one that's on the right or the left of you as you're going up?
The one that's on my left.
Okay,
Ooh, power move.
cool.
I like it.
Roll for damage. You definitely hit with that. I
Okay.
mean, he's literally like just wearing robes and stuff. So
So is damage a D6?
for
I think it's
dagger?
D4 for a dagger.
should be a D4.
D4? Okay.
Yep.
You're using
hate
the
rolling
magic one,
D4s,
right? So it's
Yeah,
plus,
the magic
it's
one.
+1 as well
Oh, yeah.
to damage and hit.
Okay. D4 doesn't roll well in the dice tower, but that's a 2.
So
So 3.
3. Cool. He kind of goes as you like slash at him.
Man, those effects are amazing.
Exactly. I mean, he kind of like halfway dodges out of the way, but you also like make some headway in hitting him as well. So it's just kind of like you definitely made contact with something he didn't want stabbed with a dagger, which would be any of himself. Awesome. Anything else? Was there any other actions you had that were bonus actions or anything crazy?
Well, don't you get 2 actions a turn?
No. You get 1 main action and 1 bonus action. I don't think I have any good bonus actions at this point. So I have some good stuff I can do if I get hit by somebody, but I think that's it for me. So I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, so while other people are fighting. Okay. Is the Red Hood attacking me?
No. I mean, he's definitely going to be...
You're not even in the room with the with the redhead.
So, he's not red-headed. He's
red hood.
He has a red cloak on.
Sorry, Maples.
Maples, exactly. Yeah, so he like floats up off the ground and says, "You have no idea what you're dealing with." And he reaches his hand out towards you, and this. So
is he a creature and not a human?
He seems to be some sort of human, but I guess
human-like creature.
He definitely is a human. Like, you look at him, he looks like a human. He doesn't look like anything too crazy.
Okay.
But he's definitely some sort of guy in a red hood who's very mad at you guys. Or at least you. So he puts out his hand, and this like black orb shoots forth and tries to like shoot straight at you. Basically just going like diagonal over the chairs towards you.
Does it hit the two guys that are standing in front of me?
No, because they're a little bit further back. They haven't quite made it to you.
Okay.
So you have to.
So he's up in the air. Got it.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's not that far up in the air. He's just.
Do I try to jump out of the way or anything?
Well, I'm gonna roll to try to see if I can hit you with this. That'll be a. Do you have? Yeah. Do a dex save to try to save against it, because this will be against your dexterity.
15.
15?
Yeah.
You actually are able to slightly bounce out of the way of his bolt, and you see it hit the wall behind you, kind of like the door frame where the door is, and it just kind of like disintegrates like part of the door. And he's like, I'm going to have someone fix that now. And Bilmo, it's now your turn.
First things first, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
On the
guy you're in the room with me, Bilmo?
Oh, I'm hidden over on the other side. We snuck in. So here's my question. I put Hunter's Mark on the guy in red.
Uh-huh.
So, that's good.
Do we want to try to jack him up first before we deal with the red shirts?
Well, here's the thing. I'm hidden, so does this count as a flank if I attack him right now?
I'm not sure how flank works in 5th.
You're in the back corner of
I would get to roll with advantage, I think, is all.
It should count as like a sneak attack sort of thing, right?
Yeah, so I think I would get advantage on that. That's my petition to you.
Yeah, you should have advantage.
I think I get advantage. All right, baby. Let's get the icy D20s out. So I got him with Hunter's Mark, and I'm knocked my longbow. And
the fact that he floated up a little bit actually like helped him not be behind as many chairs. And you're kind of behind chairs, so it kind of helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, so I got 14.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna miss.
Oh,
well,
no.
Hey, you advantage. Don't you get to roll
I
twice?
rolled 2 D20s, dude. I got a 7 and a 2, and I'm +7 to hit with that
Holy crap.
I completely botched that roll. I can't even make this up. It's horrible. Look at there they are. Oh, man. Right. So I guess the arrow just whizzes past him, but I do have Hunter's Mark on him for what it's worth.
Nice. So he's now marked. Yeah.
So now it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is now your turn.
All right. If I'm looking at the guy in the red hood, can I also see the two guys in the white robes in front of me as well?
They're in gray robes, but yes. I mean, you can literally see all of them.
I want to do my lightning breath because it does a span of 5 feet wide up to 30 feet long. And so I'm going to try to zap all of them.
Okay.
And so when you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area must make a saving throw, the type of which is determined by your draconic ability, which mine is a dex save. Yeah, the DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Gotcha.
So that means that their saving throw is 8 plus your Constitution plus your proficiency AT.
Yeah, so my Constitution is 1, so they're at an 11.
So they have to try to save?
Yeah.
To take half damage, I think, too, because I think it hits no matter what.
Yeah. Creature on a failed save takes 2d6 damage and half as much on a successful save.
And we're rolling for which stat?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Where did it go?
They shouldn't be very dexterous since they wear robes.
I mean,
the one guy flies. The one guy flies.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the guy in the red hood can fly?
He's floating.
Like
he's floating above the ground.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Oh yeah, these guys don't have any bonus to that. Okay, so I need to roll for each of them, right?
Yeah, I'm shooting at all 3 of them.
Okay, cool. So the priest that's in front of you on the left is, or slight left. How much do they need to get?
11.
He got literally an 11. So does that that makes it, or that makes?
Well,
it?
I think you'd roll the 2d6 now, Rob, and then.
Okay, so that guy saved. The guy
Either
on
take
the right.
damage or half damage.
The guy on the
he's
right
gonna take half the damage.
rolled 5, so that guy takes the full damage. So the guy on the left takes half. The guy on the right takes 5, and then this guy is actually going to get a little bit of a bonus to dodge this. And the guy in the red hood rolled an 11, so he's going to take half damage as well. So
What do you got?
4, 4, and 8.
Cool.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yes. Get them paladin spells out, boy.
Yes. And I don't think the fight's going to take longer than a couple of minutes, but the concentration for this is up to 10, because typically fights are fast. And it adds 2+ bonus to my armor class.
Okay.
Nice.
Try to hit me now at 21, son.
The guy that ended up taking the 8, kind of like, you can tell he's really reeling from that hit. He's just like, ah.
He was the guy on the right, correct?
Yeah. He's in front of you. Cool. Now these guys are gonna go. All the priests are gonna go. This is not good times. Okay. So the guy in front of you on the left that you just hit is going to use Sacred Flame against you. And you see like some sort of like blackish fire like spurt up around you, or try to spurt up around you, and that's not gonna hit at all. Pretty sure. That would be a 11 against your AC.
Which is 21.
That is not gonna hit.
And as he misses, I yell at him, "You should have tried the squirrel."
The one that's super damaged runs right up to you or whatever, and he's going to he pulls out a mace from underneath his robe and tries to smack you with it.
I would love for this to happen. I wish there was like a counter thing I could do, like a.
You can prepare to counter.
Yeah.
Prepare action.
He got a 15 against AC, so it just bounces off your armor.
I laugh at him and I'm like, bro, you're bleeding right now. I see you bleeding from my breath.
Cool. There is another guy on the. Did you move up at all, Rob, or you just stood back and shot at?
I actually moved to the left, so that way the guy floating on the right, they would all be in my line of sight. So I'm no longer like standing in front of the door. I moved like 5 feet over.
Pivoted it towards Folly and I think.
Yeah, so that way all of them would be in my line of sight, because the guy floating was to my right, and so I had to move so they all be line of sight. So there's 3 guys in the room, red hood, 2 grays, and then there's the 2 gray hoods in the room with E-Ray.
Okay. One of the guys, the guy that E-Ray stabbed at, he's going to pull out a mace and try to like smack.
Here's what I drew before. I don't know if that is what you had in mind. That was kind of like my thought process.
No, but okay.
No,
that's fine.
I can draw.
You said rectangle room with a lobby.
Okay, and this guy
is he hitting me?
He's trying to hit you. He's getting a 13 to AC with a mace.
And my AC
is 16.
These guys are obviously not super good at hitting people with maces.
What's funny is I actually wanted him to hit me.
The other guy that you didn't actually swing at is still going to try to hit T. But since he's behind him...
How is he going to try to hit me? I'm in a different room.
I don't think
different part of the room.
Yeah. It's all one room. It's not two rooms.
It's not two rooms.
That's what I think. Like, they're between us.
Do I need to draw it for you?
No, it's fine. It's just the way that you described it earlier. And with me being in the one doorway, and then E-Ray's in another doorway, just... I
think the doors are adjacent. They're not like...
Okay, sure. That's fine.
There's two big doors that open up. I mean, if you literally just think of like the back of a church going into it.
Yeah, I just thought I went further into the church than E-Ray did.
So let's say, like this sort of thing.
Yeah, those are the two doors.
Yeah. So there's two doors in the back, and then there's like a little podium thing, and then you guys came in through here. So like T, you're like here, and the Red Hood guy's over here, and then do I have this facing the right way? No, it's the wrong way.
It's fine.
The Red
I can't.
the Red Hood guy's over here, and then these two priests are right here, and then we're on this side sneaking around, right? Yep. Something like that.
Yeah.
We're on the opposite side sneaking around. But anyway, so one of them tries to come up behind you and hit you with a mace as well, which is probably not going to work. Especially not when he rolls a 7. Nope, he just misses you completely.
Can I just like turn and backhand him? It's like, you idiot.
No, you cannot. But yeah, that's their turn. Now it's Folly's turn.
Red Hood gets to go twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not a small guy. He's a big guy. He's gonna be like super boss. Okay. He definitely looks sort of intimidating. His like hood is like flowing all around him as he's like floating up, and I don't know. This guy is not. I don't know. So Folly, what does Folly want to do? Man, he's gonna get up and try to hit the guy with his hand crossbow as well, but he's gonna have advantage too since he's snuck out of the area. But he's gonna try to shoot at the priest that ran up to hit T to maybe try to take somebody down so that T could get closer. We'll see how it works. But he's gonna have advantage as well. So a 4 is crappy, and a 7. What is 7? 7. Dang it. Yeah, the crossbow bolt doesn't actually damage him. But Folly is going to try to, like, since they're kind of on that side, he is going to duck back down and sneak along the chairs back towards the doors, kind of towards the area that we were trying to actually get to, towards the back door. So he's going to try to get towards, like, the middle of the room, but, like, sneak along the area there and still kind of be stealthy, like shoot up at the guy and then move a little bit over. So he's a little bit further down than Belmo is now, going back towards those back doors. Awesome. And this guy's gonna go again. He's going to yell out, "Dispense with him, you fools! How can you not hit him?" And he says he must be in allegiance with some sort of foul god, and he raises up his hand and tries to shoot out a black bolt at you again. Oh man, it just misses. It just misses. I'm not even gonna say.
Roy cannot roll for anything tonight.
Hey, I love Dogmite's wood dice, but they have been very poor. He rolled a 20 for initiative, but he's rolled like a 4s and literally 4s.
You're
and 7s.
doing great.
I'm gonna get these green dice.
Just tell me when it's our turn, because I'm about to decapitate these two guys and throw their heads at you.
He'll definitely shoot at you again. But first, it is E-Ray's turn to try to do something.
All right. So when I hit the one guy for 3, how bad did he look after 3 damage? Was he okay? Was he still?
He was definitely okay.
He was definitely okay.
But I mean, he's not like dead. He's not like bleeding out or anything. You hurt him. So.
Hey, there's the guy right beside me who tried to hit me with a mace that I did 8 damage to.
Okay, and
he's
still alive.
Like 2 people in between you and them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to...
There's a guy behind him that tried to hit him with a mace, and a guy right in front of you that... Well, I mean, I guess they're both kind of in front of you, but yeah.
So I tried to hit the guy on my left before. I'm actually going to go after him again, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. Mm-hmm. I make a ranged spell attack against him. So I'm going to roll a d20. I rolled a 13. I have no idea what, if anything, I add to that. It's a spell...
I think it's your intelligence or your wisdom.
Intelligence or wisdom? I don't know. Roy, do you happen to know offhand what
was it?
The modifier? What's my spell modifier? Spellcasting modifier.
It's probably your charisma as a warlock.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah, warlocks use charisma.
Oh, well, that's good. That's +4.
Yeah, because I think that's your strong thing.
Yeah, so then that's a 17.
To hit? Yeah, you definitely hit him with that.
Okay, so then on a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage. And then on each of my turns, I can use my action to deal an additional 1d12 of lightning damage to the target automatically.
Holy crap.
Unless I choose to do something else. So if I choose to do anything else, the spell will end. But until I do, I get to hit this guy for 1d12 every time I have an action.
You basically turn him into a lightning rod.
Basically. So I'm going to roll a d12.
That's awesome.
It is
2.
It is charisma, by the way. I looked it up.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And you're using your dagger still, right? Because that dagger has special abilities to cast through it.
Yeah.
So you get a +1 to that.
So +1, so that's 3.
Hey, he's taken 3 twice.
Yep, and I'll hopefully hit him again when it comes around again. We'll see.
Well, you will.
It was like, like those...
Well, unless I choose to do something else, because I have a reactionary spell that is also super badass.
Have you ever had like one of those like lighters where you like press the button, or like it's like a fake lighter or a fake gum thing where you hold it and it like shocks you? That's what you That's what you just did. He's like, why would you do that to me? Come on. No, I'm just
I rubbed my socks along the carpet real good and then just walked up and poked him.
It's like, who throws a shoe?
Honestly.
3 hit points of damage. No, I'm just kidding. Nice. Who throws dead squirrels at people? Who would do that?
Hey, if I could post links in the YouTube chat, I would have already posted a link to the GIF of the people flying down the hill in Rat Race with the sign, "You should have bought a squirrel."
Let me find you. There we go. Boom. Done. Fixed.
Oh, I can post links now?
Yes.
Aha! Oh, it's a Pinterest link. That's funny, but that's the GIF.
Okay, cool. The Red Hood is immediately ready to react again. He is not happy. He is pretty furious that somehow this Dragonborn is busting up in here and messing up all his stuff. He literally flies over the chairs. Since Taruk's like here, there's a priest right here. And he flies over the chairs, and he kind of like pushes the injured priest like out of the way.
Yes.
To get to Taruk.
So he's right in my face now.
Yes. And he goes to put both of his hands like basically around your neck.
Thank you. No more like in the past. Oh, you pass those guys, they get 4 free shots at you. Cool. I'm just gonna get. Yes.
This is a 25 to hit AC.
My armor class is 21.
21 right now, yeah.
Right, so he hits. And he's going to do...
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
6 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm fine. As he puts his hands around
he
me,
puts his hands on you, you can feel like your scales like kind of like falling off where he does that, and like your skin is kind of like wiltering a little bit where he touches you.
Good.
Oh, he's got a necrotic touch, bro. Oh.
I die.
Cool. You're like, at least I went down swinging. Okay.
Are we allowed to like kill off characters? And if he does die, do I just make another character?
I don't want that to happen. We should try to not kill off our own characters.
Well, I'm not trying to kill off my character, but you've attacked me 4 different times already.
Well, you know. Who else are they going to attack? I didn't start this. You did.
Oh, I'm ready. So it's now it's Belmo's turn.
Cool.
And I whisper to Belmo, try hitting him this time.
So, yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the good old bow and arrow again. So this time,
you should be at his flank because he's now holding on to me.
Yeah. And there's a priest that's kind of like on one knee beside him, but like on the other side of Turok too.
Since I have Hunter's Mark on the guy still, I want that extra D6, so I'm gonna. I just kind of pop back up out of the pews again and just loose an arrow really fast. Oh, and this time I have a feeling it's gonna hit because that is gonna be 25.
Yeah, that does hit.
Right.
Close. No, I'm just kidding.
So okay, things have just gotten so good. So the arrow just flies through the air and just right into this. I'm picturing it like into the clavicle. You can take that where you want, Roy, but I did roll 11 damage.
Dag. Holy crap. Okay.
There it is, right there. That's the longbow. That's the Hunter's Mark bonus.
There you go.
Yeah. Got him.
He doesn't seem phased.
Gosh.
No, I mean, you hit him. But cool. Turok, there is a dude literally on you. Like, I don't know how much more he could be on you.
So I take both of my hands and I'm grabbing my great axe. Mm-hmm. And if I do make contact, I'm going to say I also did Thunderous Smite, but I need to roll.
Yeah, right.
21.
That hits.
Oh.
And as I come down with the axe, I said, "Eat my squirrel!" And then, so the first time you hit with a melee weapon, the spell's duration, a weapon rings with a thunderous loud that can be heard up to 300 feet away. The attack deals an extra 2d6 damage to the target. So I do my normal damage plus 2d6 thunder damage.
Correct. So.
Gotcha.
And my normal damage is a d12 with slashing.
Is that a 12?
16.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
Points of damage. And again, just eat my squirrel.
Cool. I mean,
did I hit him hard enough where he let go? Because that's now 27 points of damage done to him.
Yeah, he's not bloodied or anything yet, but I mean, you hit him. I mean, he steps back from you hitting him or whatever. But
okay.
But yeah, it
and
looks
he's
like
not a creature, right?
No, he's some sort of dude.
Okay, because if he was a creature, he'd have to do a save, or he'd get pushed back 10 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. It's now the priest's turn again. Okay, so now, well, this setup's weird because this guy got in the way of all these people being able to attack. But yeah, the one that's right in front of E-Ray that's been attacking, he's gonna try to swing his mace at her again, and got a 20. I'm sorry. But yeah, he hits you for 8 damage. So you're now down 8.
I think Crystal's audio is screwed up.
Oh no.
Sorry, I had my mic muted because there was something happening in my house.
Is Alexa talking again?
No, it wasn't Alexa. It's really powerful, but I can continue casting Witch Bolt basically for free.
Yeah.
So, I think... So, here's a question, Roy. If someone knocks my hit points down to 0, I imagine at that point I cannot cast Hellish Rebuke as a, going out thing. It says because it's a reaction spell where I take in response to being damaged. But I imagine if my hit points go down to 0,
I think you should still be able to do it like right as you're going down.
As I'm going down? Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to continue with my Witch Bolt once it gets back to my actions. And then if the proverbial, poo hits the fan, I'll do Hellish Rebuke at that point. So I have 9 hit points currently.
Cool. The one that was behind T that was trying to hit him with the mace, that was just right on the other side of him, is going to attack him, and he's going to get advantage because basically T is focusing everything on the red guy that's in front of him.
The red guy's not in his way?
No. He's on the other side of you. You're here. The red guy's here. He's here.
I thought I was at the door.
Flanking you. You are. He came from behind you. I'm talking about the guy that was that was in between you and E-Ray.
Okay.
Because there are 2 guys back there. So he tries to hit you with the mace. 17 versus AC is not
versus 21.
Yeah, no. Okay, so he tried, and I guess it is just clinking off your armor, and because you have like some sort of like holy protection right now, right, or something.
I have Shield of Faith. That's what gives it 21.
So you're just bouncing everything off with that. Then the guy that's on his knee, that the dude is literally in his way now for him to be able to attack, stands up. He's kind of hurt because he's the guy that got hit for more. He's going to scoot back a little bit and try to recenter himself and stand up. So the guy's still in his way, but he's going to try to go in the pews or in the chairs a little bit. So he can get a better look at whatever's going on the other side of the pews over there. But he's kind of Folly's on the side of the building, and he's kind of here in the pews too. So he's kind of really close to Folly at this point, but he doesn't know that Folly's there. Cool. And the other guy that was standing further back is going to try to do that black fire thing again to Turuk. Even though the other guy's there, he's just gonna he's doing some sort of chant, and this fire is trying to fall down upon you.
If it hits me though, will it? Well, the red guy let go, so never mind.
Yeah. He doesn't hit. He just doesn't hit. Okay. Cool. Well, hey, at least they're all focusing on you.
Yeah, I love it.
That's everybody. So now
the red guy again.
Folly's turn first.
Okay,
Folly's gonna sneak up in there and attack the guy that was super wounded that the guy pushed out of the way. He's gonna pull out his rapier or whatever and try to stab the guy, basically from having advantage and sneak attacking this guy. And he has sneak attack, so he's gonna super try to wreck this guy. Yeah, that'll hit with a 17, and I think I get it's a D8, and then with the Advantage. He does 7 damage to this guy. And
on top of the 8 already, so that's at 15 damage.
Yeah. So this guy is definitely super torn up and bloodied, and he's got slash marks and burn marks, all sorts of different stuff messed up on him. So, but he's not.
Can he still fight?
Yeah, he's still up. So he's not dead. So these guys are obviously not super wimpy.
I imagine they probably have like 20 hit points or something like that. I know you can't tell us, but
yeah. Cool. The Red Hood looks at you after you just slashed at him, and he's like, "Are you planning to take on the entire town? I don't understand how you see that you're going to get out of this." And as he says that, let me get you to make a...
Why? Ooh, perception not good.
Live stream just went offline.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, even with my -1, I have a 17.
Oh, dag. How long has it been offline? Oh, now it's...
It came back.
That's strange.
Just blipped.
It didn't even say anything was bad with OBS. Okay. What did you get? 15?
A 17.
Oh, 17.
17.
Oh,
even with my -1.
You notice 4 guards are starting to like come through the courtyard as well.
So this is a Kobayashi Maru situation.
So yeah, so now there's even more people coming in, and
is there any way we could, like, are those pews or tables or whatever, are they like nailed down, or is there any way we could throw those in front of the door to...
The Red Hood guy looks at you and says, "Stand down now and I might not kill you."
Stand down now? You're the one who were throwing those crystals into the well, and we know those crystals are full of lost souls. You little punk, I'm going to chop your face off.
You know nothing of what you speak.
I know you're weird. You fly. You're wearing a red hood, which is totally not in fashion right now. The gray looks so much better. And you touched me, and you got death touch. You haven't washed your hands in forever. Get out of my face. Your breath stinks. You should have eaten my squirrel.
Okay, Ray, what do you want to do?
That's a really good question.
You guys can try to stand down. I'm not done though.
I mean, this is a situation where we're not going to win, so we have to find another way to get out of it. Is the thing.
But he already said he's not going to kill off the party. So
if we stand down.
I was talking about Roy as like...
he was that metagaming right there. It's like, oh,
right. He doesn't want to kill us off, but he's giving us a scenario where we're supposed to find a more creative way out of it, is my assumption. And so I could continue casting Witch Bolt, but I want to do something different. I just don't know what.
Well, talk to the red guy and just like, what are you suggesting? Because I can't tell you what to say, but obviously you're doing something bad. And don't you have a soul stone with you? Can't you threaten to smash it?
I don't want to do stuff that just the chat suggests, because that doesn't feel like that doesn't feel natural. I don't want to. I would.
Sorry, Darth.
No, I know. I think it's a wonderful idea, but I don't want. I want to be able to dictate what we're doing in some of the situations.
Yeah, I have a soul stone too, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, and I don't want them to know that we have them, because then they could theoretically take them back or take control of them. And they don't know that we have these soul stones right now. So I don't really want them to potentially get them back or be able to use them against us. I'm really not sure what I want to do, though, is the problem.
Are you going to try to talk to him, or are you going to try to fight him?
I think I'm going to do neither. I think I'm going to sheathe my dagger, and I'm going to take a step backward toward the door and kind of just like put my hands up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to fight him, you might as well talk him out of taking his other action. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm not the entire party. so I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I guess I could talk to him.
No, I'm just saying that like if you don't attack him immediately after he says not to do that, because he's about to have another activation, so it's like, oh, if I attack him now, but if I don't, then maybe he didn't necessarily attack his last activation.
Get his second
well, and that's
turn.
the thing. Like everybody else will have actions after he does, so I don't want to make the situation
you guys ready something.
Worse. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll ready. Well, but what is, like, physically, what does that mean if I ready, like, a weapon? Can they see me doing that? Because I want to be very much, like, I'm shutting down, I'm, very passive, so I don't know if readying would make me look antagonistic.
I think you still could do it and be sneaky. I mean, part of readying, the idea is that rather than take my action now, I'm essentially anticipating something's going to happen, and I'm choosing to react to that instead.
Okay, right. So that I'll ready my magic dagger then in the event that he chooses to be antagonistic again, but I'm just going to kind of very much like step back and try and clearly display
Red Hook or Turok? Which one? Or Red Hood or Turok? If either one's antagonistic, I attack.
But I'm going to try and display to him that, he said that we should give up, and I'm going to attempt to show that I'm doing that.
Cool. He looks directly at T because he's the guy who's started all this, and is like, "Will you stand down? There's no chance you have against all of my guards."
First of all, I ate one of those squirrels. You have no idea what I'm capable of. You would know, though, if you'd eaten a squirrel. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I guess he's like, okay. I guess he's waiting to see what happens a couple seconds, which makes it Belmo's turn.
Oh man! Well, I assume that he's seen
everybody's like, I don't want to be the person to draw to stop the ceasefire for a second. We're taking a mid-fight break. You guys technically haven't killed anybody yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you haven't murdered anyone, right?
Yeah, like, this is a redeemable situation at this point, I think.
All right.
I bet you Rob already knows what he wants to do.
Belmo's like standing there with the arrow drawn, and he's like just like standing on the edge of one of these tables, and he's like heaving, and his little wolf head is going up and down on his head, and he's like confused that everyone started talking all of a sudden. And I think I'm just gonna make a beeline for that left door.
Nice.
You leave?
No, I'm just gonna
back door.
Go to the door that's at the front there, kind of where Foley was headed.
Oh, where you were headed towards the deep well?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the deep well door from us?
I mean,
I assume the door is just it's like a dozen yards or something like that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you could probably get there in activation and like actually get to the door.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna just kind of like Belmo's just gonna kind of like slowly like just like kind of just like hoist his longbow on his shoulder and just like and just like starts and walks to the door.
Okay. Yeah, they're not necessarily paying attention to you at all. So, I mean, they're kind of really staring at T for the most part. I mean, the one guy is looking at Folly because he just ran up and smacked him with the rapier. But that Folly's in between you and that guy.
Can I try to stealthily just open the door then?
Yeah, sure.
Stealth roll for what it's worth is 21.
Gotcha. Yeah, you definitely like sneak through, and they don't. Or somehow you bobbed in and out of combat enough that they just didn't pay attention as you walked by, and you can open the door, and it leads to a room that has like stairs down this way and stairs down that way, and like the wall, like where you open the door up to, there's like books and things like that. But it seems like there's both of these doors led towards downstairs or whatever behind the main podium thing. And you can actually see the other door on the other side over there. But the priests haven't come up yet that were down there. You saw, you think, 2 through the window.
I guess since we're in initiative still, I'm just going to kind of get the door. Since I got in it, I'm going to leave it cracked wide enough where I feel like Foley can not have to jostle it if he gets over. And I'm just going to stay quiet and listen.
Oh, for stuff downstairs?
Or what's happening in the main chamber, since we're
gotcha.
Since we're in initiative still, I'm assuming that I kind of moved my 35 feet and I'm just waiting now.
Cool. T.
I don't like how we just stopped fighting.
Hey, you caused the distraction. You made it happen. You did your job, right?
Yeah.
Belmo got through.
I don't like what's going on, but I'm disappointed. I'm not angry with the group. I'm just disappointed with the group. But I'm going to follow everybody's lead. However, I'm going to jump into the corner that's closest to me, so that way nobody can come behind me. Nobody can come from my sides. I'm positioned in the corner where everybody's in front of me. So no more little, taps from anywhere. I still have my great axe in my hand, ready to go. I'm ready, and I just give out like a T-Rex type of yell, and I just like roar at the group because I am a dragon, and so I can be loud. And so I give like my T-Rex / dragon.
I wonder why the guards came. They definitely didn't hear like a loud boom or anything.
Well, no, they heard the 300-foot thunderbolt thing that happened. So I get that, but I'm still snarling, and I'm ready. I'm at the ready, but I don't swing. But I get into a position. I get into a defensive position.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. The priests stand up or whatever, and they kind of like center themselves a little bit, and like they still have their maces, and the one guy's still acting like he's ready to attack if anything goes crazy. And they're like, stand down. They're all like yelling at you guys to stop. And Foley doesn't think that he can sneak away at this point. Since the guy is literally looking at him, since he just stabbed him, like pretty hardcore. So he just steps back towards the hallway. Because T, which corner? You went into the corner back away from you, right? So you went into the corner where Belmo was, right?
I went into whatever corner that there was not a priest in.
Yeah.
So that way I don't get ganged up on by all the priests.
Well, I think if you're literally just backing away from everybody, it would be where Belmo was.
Yeah,
sure.
And then Folly's up the hallway in between you and where Belmo is now. So yeah. Yeah, so that's what Folly does. The Red Hood was like, says, drop your weapons now and we'll let you, and we'll take you out of here and figure out what we need to discuss with
I'm not dropping anything until you explain what's going on.
There are things that you don't understand.
You know why I don't understand? Because you haven't told it to me.
Sacrifices that need to be made.
Sacrifices that need to be made? So you guys were killing these people?
You know nothing about what will happen if the sacrifices are not made. If this is not taken care of, a terror much worse than the terror that we have committed here will happen. There will be millions dead. The entire land will be flooded with darkness. There is nothing that will be able to survive if we don't make the appropriate sacrifices. Is it cruel? Yes. But it's something that has to be done.
Why didn't you go into the inn and take Stella's picture down? Because she's obviously, or not Stella, Isabella, or whatever the daughter's name. She's not a hero. You killed the daughter, and you did all this stuff because of something greater that could happen. And you guys found out about this months ago and then didn't tell the town? Because these disappearings just started, what, less than 6 months ago? With your flying abilities, you couldn't see this coming? You suck as a flyer. You suckity suck flyer suck face.
I don't even know what to reply to that. We kept the disappearances on a down low as long as we could.
Really?
But we cannot
There's pictures of them in Heroes. And they're not heroes. They're dead. What a douche. Sir.
Rob's so good at verbal de-escalation.
I'm still pissed. And you're just proving my point. You're not a good guy. You're killing all these people for a possible sacrifice to some great evil thing. Like this little girl. Like you killed a kid. And you think that's okay? You're a douche. Or as we say it in Draconic, daradushk. You're a daradush. Which it's really bad. It's actually worse than Draconic. I want you to know that.
I tried to tell Melkon to stay away from any but the elderly or the people that...
Well, he didn't, and I just want to let you know, I cut him from the scrotum up. Cut him in half.
He doesn't look very happy with you.
I don't care if you're happy. You killed kids. You killed kids. Screw you, bro. I'm keeping my axe in my hand. I'm not putting it down.
E-Ray, what do you do?
No. Are we still in initiative at this point?
Well, Rob could attack at any time, so...
I'm staying at the ready. You're asking me to put my stuff down after you killed kids?
I mean, literally, that's pretty much what he admitted to, is that they're doing
killed
this
kids
for whatever reason.
And elderly people, and for some greater good. And he didn't tell everybody to move away or anything, and he's been trying to deal with it himself. Yeah, right. I'm not putting my stuff down, and put me in a soul gem. You think I'm Captain Knots? Captain Tying Knots?
What do you think, Crystal?
I don't know. I'm not sure what to do at this point.
Do you trust them? I just don't like this situation.
No, I don't at all.
I don't trust them at all.
No, I was saying I don't like the situation, not I don't trust them. I'm not sure where the story was supposed to go, but I'm confused as to its direction at this point. So,
I say the story goes wherever you make it.
I imagine it was some greater evil. They're doing a lesser of the greater evils, and we either have to stop them and fight the greater evil ourselves, or assist them to stop the greater evil type of a thing.
Right. I meant more kind of in this specific moment. I'm going to continue to ready myself, and I'm just going to skip my turn.
All right, okay. E-Ray. All right, E-Ray. I like that. I feel like you're not with me, but you're sort of still with me because you're staying at the ready. I appreciate that. It sucks. It sucks hardcore. All right, Red Hood.
Okay.
Hit me with your BS again.
I mean, he's still like, stand down. Lower your weapon, and he raises his hands up. Like he's going to place them on you or do some sort of spell.
I'm wondering if I should be sneaking down to get a look at this well at this point, since the argument is continuing. So I'm going to try to
say that they killed kids.
Yeah, but I mean, if we got to get into the well, I think Belmo is going to sneak down to the well since violence isn't happening at this moment.
Yeah. Which is
so
smart.
I'm going to try to sneak down the stairs.
Also, hey, when you're going down the stairs, will you see if there's any other way out? Because we may have to bolt with you and get out, like through some secret passage in the dungeons or whatever.
If a stealth throw was required, I did nat 20 that.
Holy crap.
So there's that.
Yeah, so you sneak down there, and you see two priests that are like cleaning themselves up after doing whatever, and they're just like cleaning up their robes, and it looks like they're done for the day or whatever. But you're able to sneak down around the stairs, and they're off in like a separate room that's over.
Was there blood on their robes?
Belmo didn't see blood on the robes, but you definitely didn't see blood on the robes.
Yeah, you're upstairs.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? But yeah, they don't see you at all. You're able to like sneak past them and get over to like where the well is, and they're kind of like off in another room or whatever. I mean, they're talking amongst themselves and like different things like that, just talking about random life things, and you're like, I can't believe these guys are just down here when all that crap is going on upstairs. Like, what's even going on? So, but they're two guys down there, and you are able to sneak past them and be able to get to where the well is.
What does the well look like?
I mean, it's like a giant hole in the ground with just darkness beneath it, and there's stones all around the edges of it with just different like etchings on the stones, and things like that. But yeah,
so the well looks. Is there anything I can recognize from those etchings?
It looks like it could be maybe infernal, but it looks very like demonic writing to you.
So we need to get E-Ray down here. All right.
I mean, I'm just a giant demon. It's easy for me to sneak away. Don't worry. They won't notice if I just decide to wander off. It'll be fine.
Well, all right. So at this point, I guess I'm down there. I'm pretty well hidden. All right. Well, I can't tell you guys what to do, so I'm just gonna wait it out, I guess. Yeah.
Who's the person that could whisper stuff?
That was Malakwa, which is literally outside the window, and you see him like peeking in at you. He's like,
perfect!
Hey, man,
he's still there. Forgot about him.
Okay, right. So we need you to signal something to Malakwa.
I got it. So I look at Malakwa and I'm like, it's demon speak. It's way outside of my realm, you know. And so I'm just like kind of looking at him like that, you know, just like kind of to see if maybe he will send one of those little genie messages.
Cool. He's like, "Oh, Crocky," and starts to move towards the front of the building or whatever to see if he can see E-Ray, because she's like, "You're right. You're still like at the doors, right?"
Yeah.
So
I never moved. I came in and that was it. Like I just stood there fighting.
Yeah, he moves over there and messages E-Ray really quick that Belmo made it to the basement and found that there was basically demon writing or whatever, infernal writing on the stones, and that it's too far away for him to see, but Belmo's there where it is. He's not quite sure what it says, but that's all Belmo's over.
Okay.
So, T, do you drop your weapons?
No, I don't drop my weapons. And, you know, all this other stuff is going on. And, you know, actually, what was that little girl's name? Isabella?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Like, I just start chanting Isabella. And, like, the more and more I think about her, the more I think that she was a hero for whatever reason. But it's just, like, pisses me off. Like, I don't know if it's because, like, I'm a dad and I've got two little girls. And I'm, like, but I'm just thinking, like, bro, you killed Isabella. Like, I'm just getting pissed. I'm pissed at you, Roy. Pissed at this red-hooded guy. And so I'm just...
We don't technically know that Isabella's dead. She might still be alive.
I'm assuming she's dead because of what he said, that terrible things happened and they made the sacrifices necessary. And we saw a bunch of kid clothes and old people clothes and regular clothes. And we saw the toys. Remember, we saw that doll?
Well, right. No, they're trapped in the soul stones, but we don't know for sure that they can't be retrieved at this point.
And you're all right about that, but I I can't get over the fact that like this happened. And so did E-Ray, well, she hasn't moved yet because Belmo was telling them, so she hasn't headed that way yet. So I don't know to head that way towards the door or anything like that. So I just keep chanting Isabella, and I'm chanting it so loud, or I'm trying to scream, and I'm trying to scream at him loud enough that spit gets on him. Like, I don't care where it lands on him, but I'm just like, I'm infuriated. Dude killed a little girl. Like, screw you, bro. And I'm still at the ready. And I'm just over and over Isabella, and he better say something better than his little stuff, because unless something breaks, unless somebody tells me something, or he says something other than it was for a greater sacrifice, I'm getting ready to jump.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that, but just like for the group, I'm just like I'm ready to jump. Dude killed a little girl, and I'm pissed, because the other thing is like I'm very faithful as my paladin dragon, and I just the fact, and I'm on a mission of vengeance myself for the 3 dragons that destroyed my village, and he killed a girl. I'm done. So anyway, I'll be quiet.
Awesome. Yeah, so one of the priests says, there was no other way. We know it was not a good thing, but there's nothing else we could do. And the
Listen,
like,
you better shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and say something else, because all you're doing is making the situation worse. Quit saying there's no other way.
Folly doesn't know what to do. So he's there with his sword drawn again, and he's standing there, and he also starts like saying Isabella as well. He's like, Isabella. I mean, you can't hear him because he's saying at the same time as Turuk, but he's mouthing Isabella at least.
Yeah.
I understand that you're hurt, and I understand that hopefully you don't want to die here. Don't make us make you a sacrifice as well.
You won't sacrifice me, you little punk. Sorry, that's just my gut reaction. Am I allowed to speak or no?
I mean, you can say whatever you want, because we're kind of like in dialogue mode right now. We're like gridlock.
Listen, unless you explain any more other than sacrifice was necessary, all you're doing is just delaying the inevitable of me putting this axe in between your eyes. Like, I'm going to kill you. I don't care if they kill me. I will kill you, red douche or Daruk. So quit saying something about sacrifice, and you need to open your mouth real quick, or you can be your own sacrifice.
I don't think you understand the power that I hold. I don't think you could do it if you tried.
I'm going to try with everything in me. I will rip your face off, and I will take that squirrel that I hit you in the back of the head with, and I will take his corpse, and I'll run it through your mouth hole that I just ripped off. No. And so that way you did eat the squirrel. You better shut your mouth with this whole sacrifice. You got to explain more. This is ridiculous. You killed Isabella. You killed Isabella. And then I'd start chanting her name again.
E-Ray, do you want to try to do something before this escalates even more?
She's got the message though now, right?
Yeah.
So she might be able to calm me down.
I'll talk to the guy in the red hood. So here's the deal. You know, tensions are high, and it doesn't matter to us how well-intentioned your actions are without us understanding why you took them specifically. We don't have anything to go off of here. Right now, to us, it looks like you're killing innocent people for no reason. And you can say that there's a larger reason, but we don't know what that is. And you can say it's beyond our comprehension, but you don't know that. You don't know us. You don't know what we can comprehend. And we're just trying to do the right thing here. Like, this town has been hurt severely, and right now it looks like all of that hurt has been imposed by you. If that's not true, then we need to know about it.
I mean, I don't know how I can explain it any more than the fact that there is a great evil god underneath the town that we have to make sacrifices to, or it will ravage the land. This is the way it has been, and I wish that it didn't have to be this way, but...
How long has it been this way? These disappearances haven't been going on forever. So clearly there was some kind of a catalyst to begin this situation in somewhat recent past.
We used to have to go outside of the town, and we ended up running out of souls, and we had to end up basically...
How long have you been doing this?
I mean, the sacrifices have to multiply each year. So the fact that my fathers before me had less of a burden than I have to bear myself.
What did your...
Rob's like super disgusted.
What did your... When did you learn about the god that you're having to sacrifice things to? How old were you?
When I came of age, my father told me, the Lord before me, and we were set to protect this town and protect this land. I know it seems corrupt and evil, but this is what had to be done. If only there was a way that we could stop.
Worst bar mitzvah ever.
All right, well, here's the deal. We're pretty powerful, and we're pretty cool. And if you're saying the deaths get exponential every year, then you're only leading this town to ruin. You say you're protecting it, but obviously there's no way out the way you're doing it. So
yeah, you're not.
Can't you help us find a better way? Like, let us help you find a better way. Like, the only reason we have weapons drawn right now is because you seem to be the enemy, but maybe we can figure out a way to work together.
I'm not sure if there's a way to stop it. Anyone that has tried and gone down below never came back.
You're only delaying the inevitable. You are not rabbits. You're not producing at enough rate to be able to if you already ran out of people from the surrounding area, which makes sense why we went to the tower, we couldn't see any other villages because you douchebags killed everybody. You're not producing at a fast enough rate to be able to keep making these sacrifices. You're just delaying the inevitable. Have you ever tried anything else, or even tried to fight the creature or do something else, or you're just okay with just killing everybody? Man, you're an idiot, and you're wearing red. You're a stupid, ugly, nasty idiot.
So here's the deal. You don't know us. We don't know you. We don't know your history and the pain that you've experienced in trying to protect this town. But by protecting it, you've been killing it. And you say no one's gone down and come back. But that's because we haven't been there. We haven't gone down. So if you're willing to give us all of the information you have and tell us, about people that have gone down before us and, what they were equipped with and what they knew, maybe we can be the ones to stop this horrible thing from ravaging the land. And until you let us try, what other options do you have? Clearly, this isn't working.
Yeah, but didn't you hear him, E-Ray? He's so powerful, he could kill us right now. So why doesn't he go down there and try to stop the thing? If he's so powerful that he can kill us right now, and he can have the whole village fight us right now, why haven't they tried to take care of that themselves?
After the deaths of the heroes of old that tried to go down, it has been outlawed to have any more senseless bloodshed of good men.
Oh, so you can't kill your men anymore, but you can kill Isabella. What a douche.
Well, this is happening.
None of his logic works. So
well, this is happening. Belmo decides that he's going to steal the robes that were hung up by the monks that were doing the maintenance of the well, if you will.
Yeah.
And he puts it on. I mean, I don't know. Do I need a sleight of hand to take it, or
I think
were they just out?
They left the room.
It seems like they went through some sort of chamber down there, like deeper underground.
So the
somewhere.
robes that they left, I can just take them.
Yeah.
All right. So I put the robe on and I come upstairs because I feel like things have been quiet for a while down in the basement, and I'm just like chewing on a piece of squirrel tail, and Belmo's kind of like, all right, I need to help out. And he puts the robe on, and he just walks up the steps, opens the back door, and he has like the cloak way down over his head, is trying to stand as tall as he can, and he's like, "The Dark Lord has summoned the demonic one to his presence. It is a sign." And he points over at E-Ray from the back of the thing, hoping to be a cultist.
Can we get you to do a
performance, or you want deception?
That's amazing. Whatever it is, if you don't succeed, I'm gonna cry because that's so good.
And I get a 19.
Wow.
Roy's like, I don't know what to do. Yay, best moments.
The Red Hood looks kind of sideways at the priest, and is just like, "You saw this?"
Yes, in the pit.
Well, I guess if you die here or you die down there, either way, it's not going to hurt me. And he moves the priest out of the way and tries to get E-Ray to start coming that way.
Malak was like, I must go alone.
Malak was like, "Oh, what's going on?" Oh, you say you're going to go alone?
Well, I mean, at least downstairs to do the reading of the script stuff. So, like, I want to try and make sure that he's not coming with me right now.
Oh,
you don't want me coming with you?
No, I meant the guy in the red hood. I didn't know if he was trying to come with me.
I can't let you just go down in our basement to slip away.
Well, you have.
Like, I will lead you to the well if you think that you can take on whatever is down there. But you will probably just end up being another sacrifice.
Shut up, you coward. Leave us alone. And waste any more of your precious men, and we'll handle whatever we want to handle from here. Because according to you, we'll die anyway. But if you follow me, I swear on every creature that is holy in this universe, I will smack this axe against your face.
I don't understand how we can do it. Like, you guys are trying to, like, just get away. Like, he's not going to let you guys just leave.
Wait, you have some secret exit in your basement? Is that what you're saying right now?
Yes. Like you,
every basement has a secret exit. Come on.
Well, the thing is, we didn't know that, and our intentions were good, and now you've just ruined everything.
Kind of realized a little bit that the other priests that were down there went off some other way. They didn't come up the stairs, so.
Yeah.
But I will lead you, and then you can decide your fate.
All right, lead the way.
You're okay with this?
What should Malakwa do? Because he's down in the courtyard.
That's a good question.
Malakwa comes up and has the book in hand, and he says, "Let's do it. Let's go down." And he looks like he's maybe uncovered something or figured something out.
So this little blue guy just like flies in. And he's like, "I've got this."
Exactly.
The more you know.
And
he's like,
he's more you know. They just keep multiplying. What is going on? All these guys. But I guess we go through the back doors and down the stairs, and you're all standing around the little porthole well thing down, and it's just like dark down there.
On our way down, I want to be like specifically looking out for anything that would be of interest to me, such as writing, which I don't know it was writing based on what he told me telepathically, but I believe that, you know, he needed me down here for some reason. So as we're walking, I'm going to keep an eye out for stuff, and I would hope that I would spot the infernal writing that he found.
Oh, like it's around like the on the stones.
Oh, on the well itself. Okay.
Yeah, I would like Belmo was able to spot it pretty. So Belmo, when you guys are walking down, he's still playing like he's a monk, and he's like, kind of like points towards making these really over the top grand gestures, huge circular motions with his hands, and he's like, the Dark One speaks directly to the demonic one, and he's like, listen.
Cool. You get down there, and literally the stones have like etchings in Infernal talking about Ganath and like this evil god, and descriptions on paying sacrifice to him, and a little bit of like rules and saying no one enter or death shall await you, that sort of thing. It's all sorts of terrible writing, but also talking about how the sacrifices must be made.
Do I know anything about Ganath? Like, do I have any prior knowledge about Ganath?
You can roll an insight check or a arcane check, or is there a specific one that work for, like, I guess there's also like history and arcana. What sort of a check do you want to do? There's all sorts of different ones you can try.
History would make sense, I would think, right? Like my knowledge of the old gods.
Either that or maybe I would imagine it would be arcana, history, or religion, probably depending on what you want her to know.
Okay, well I have the same bonus to all three of those. So we'll just roll and see what happens. I rolled a 7 plus 3, so that's a 10.
You just think that it's has like it like the word like means death or whatever. Like it's like if it'll be awakening like the god of death. But other than that, you don't know a whole lot with your studies in that specific realm.
So I'm gonna turn back to the Red Hood and be like, tell me something. How has this been here beneath this town for so long and nobody knew about it?
There were plenty that knew about it. We just did what had to be done.
The townsfolk don't seem to be aware. If people were aware, why would they stay here? There's plenty of towns much farther away.
Because they didn't tell anybody, because they needed sacrifices. Say something else, Red Hood. I'll punch you in the face.
He doesn't say anything.
That's exactly why they didn't tell anybody, right? Because they needed sacrifices. No smart person is going to stick around, and if they do stick around, they deserve to be sacrificed. They're not going to stick around to be killed off. That's why they didn't tell anybody. The only people that knew were the people in power and position.
Oh, the tremoring of the dark god speaks to me and the Horned One. I must guide them into the darkness, Master. I must guide them. So Belmo's just completely he's in full theater kid mode at this point.
Are you still going off that 19? Dive into the... Are we still going off that 19?
I don't. It's up to you. You can roll another one if you want.
No, we're good.
And he's like, oh, we must prepare the chamber. We must prepare the chamber for an excursion. He's trying.
Do we notice anything about, like, if anything goes in? All right, we're all down there, right? We're all down there.
Malakwa says, I think the answer to.
That was very good.
I think the answer to freeing the souls is in there. I mean,
do we see the soul gems, or does it?
He messages that to you guys.
Okay, but looking into the well,
you see nothing but darkness.
Like, so if something were to go into it, we're imagining it's dead.
Yeah,
hypothetically, we did definitely see them dump the soul gems through that window. Remember?
Can I ask the Red Hood to come point out a certain inscription to me on the very edge of the well?
No. I mean, you can try to do a deception check, but I think he's gonna not even be interested in that whatsoever. And it might also make him like super angry. Like, what did these guys actually do?
Really? I hope he gets super angry, because we'll do some type of pushback. Don't we have between one of us a spell that pushes people back?
I think that was Malakwa.
He's in there now, isn't he? Didn't the blue guy fly in there with us?
He thinks he should go.
So, Belmo, do we just yell Geronimo and jump in?
I haven't revealed Belmo. So Belmo just
that's
stands
a good idea either.
Belmo stands up and he's like,
still 3 feet tall.
He's 3 feet tall, and he's again in full theater kid mode, and he's like, "Oh, present us a path to the bottom of the pit. Present us a path to the bottom of the pit. This is gonna work, right, boss?" It's a red hook, a red cloak, red hook. Making up a new name for him.
He tells one of the other priests, "Bring rope, lots of it."
Oh, so they all joined us down there?
Oh yeah, we haven't gone into the well yet. We're just in the basement right
now. There are guards in the top floor. There are priests on the stairs. There are dudes all over the place. I mean, I would say you're not backed in you're pretty backed into a corner. And there are also priests specifically standing in between you guys and the other like side of the. I mean,
I'm standing directly behind the red priesthood.
So they're so priests have produced this rope, correct?
Yeah, so they bring a whole bunch of rope,
which I have roped myself.
So Belmo grabs one end of this rope, assuming that they're prepared to lower him, and he says, "As a member of the Brotherhood, I will lead you down." And he just starts to descend.
Nope. Oh, you already went?
Yeah, I've gone down the hole.
Okay. What was I gonna say? He says,
"Here lies Belmo." No, I'm just kidding.
No, not at all. He's like, or Malak was like, "I guess I'm next," and he ties part of the rope down, and he starts to go down too. I'm right behind Belmo.
I grab onto the rope and I tie it around myself, and I hop on in.
Polly's like,
all right, so these ropes are anchored to something.
Yeah, I mean,
many priests.
The priest will help get you guys down.
Can they hold me?
Sure. I mean, he'll call a couple of the guards down to help hold the rope as they're doing it, and they'll like tie it off so it doesn't end up just getting dropped. But they keep pulling or letting the rope down, and as you guys are going down, and
nope, I haven't gone down yet.
Okay, cool. Are you going down, T, or no?
I'm gonna nut sack the guy first. And then I'm going to jump down.
You're going to jump down with everybody below you.
Oh,
it's not that wide of a well.
It's fine. I'm still just going to jump, grab a rope, but before I go, I'm punching the guy in his special place. And then I just jump down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess roll for that.
18.
Cool. You definitely hit him. And you do some damage, whatever that is. But also, can you do like an acrobatics to jump in the thing and make sure to grab the rope and everything as well? Here lied Taruk. It wasn't because of the well. He just fell really far.
Ooh, 21. I'm good.
No, you're good. You're good to go, man. Cool.
It's the most graceful thing.
He just goes, ugh! And then this dragonborn, you see, as Taruk jumps in, like, there was not a whole lot of light down here, but, like, the light just got blocked by the giant dragonborn that's now in the way of the well above everybody. And you guys are going down. And it's just, like, pitch black, like, no light. I'm sure some of you guys can probably have a little bit of...
Can I cast Divine Sense?
Do you guys have low light vision?
I do, I believe. Let me...
Yeah, I think everyone... does.
Yes, I have dark vision. I can see I can see in black and white, in dim or darkness up to 60 feet.
Cool.
I don't see that anywhere on my character, so I'm assuming I don't.
Cool. Well, Crystal, you can see as you're going down, there's like etchings and writings on like the stones around the well all the way down with all sorts of like just runes and incantations on the edges of the well. And I mean, things that, I mean, you as a warlock, for some reason, they seem like some sort of like spells to try to hold things back, or they seem like some sort of things that are like, oh, stop and halt and different things like that you can make out in Infernal, like trying to hold something back. And you guys make it all the way to the bottom of the well. And I mean, to say it's deep is an understatement. Like, it was really deep. Like, they grabbed a ton of rope. Like when they came back with rope, it was a lot, and you guys just go down and 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 down, and then you finally get to the point where Belmo touches the bottom, and you feel like something under your feet as you hit the bottom, and
can I cast Divine Sense?
Yeah. But you, can you see it all, Belmo, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a halfling, so I have regular dark vision, so 60 feet in dark.
In the dark. Okay, cool. Where
do you guys see that vision stuff?
In my features and traits.
Okay.
You see at the bottom of this well is just a bunch of like the soul stone just smashed on the ground.
So they're breaking when they're falling, huh? I'm gonna try.
Or someone's consuming them potentially. So we've hit the 3-hour mark. Are we? Is this? When?
This is pretty much
what?
It.
I was like, it felt like us hopping into the well was a really good cliffhanger to end on.
For sure, but you all get to the bottom and you just see a ton, like just soul stone shards just shattered all over the ground everywhere. And I mean, they're not glowing, but they're just all crushed at the bottom of the well. And we could just end it there.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. I don't think Dragonborns have dark vision.
I don't think we do either.
Yeah, which is weird because like in 5th edition, the big joke is that everybody sees in the dark but humans, but I guess humans and Dragonborns.
That is really weird that it's like, oh, you just don't need torches, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that was that they were trying to make it so it was less provisional, like that constantly had to make sure somebody has dark vision or you always have a torch or whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess the Dragonborn, my breath could be like a torch for so many feet because, again, I've got electricity.
You right before we leave, you guys hear someone yelling down the rope that sounds exactly like the dude in the red hood saying good luck, and you see the rope just start to fall all the way down.
Doesn't he say it with like a little bit like good luck? Because I did just like
because you hit him in the ball.
He says it very sarcastically, like good luck, and then throws the rope all the way down.
It's like if Mr. Burns says good luck after the hounds have been let out.
Yeah.
It's like,
so yeah,
good
if
luck.
anybody's still standing underneath the well, you just feel rope and rope and rope falling down as all the rope falls down behind you guys.
Ah, shit, it's through my pencil.
Hey, you're not dead yet.
Hooray, we're not dead.
Barely, as usual.
Cool. And I guess that'll be where we end it. Hype. Hopefully it was interesting. There was a lot of every time we get in these talking arguments, it just ends up to be like gridlock, which is kind of funny. It's mostly Rob, but no, it's fine. But cool.
You were the one. I was ready to keep going. You were the one that couldn't keep talking. I was ready to keep talking.
Nice.
I was pissed off. I was ready to kill you.
Hype. And that is another episode of the epic tales of misplaced meeples. Thanks so much, everybody who joined us. It was a lot of fun. Thanks again to Dogmite for sponsoring us.
Oh shit!
And hopefully we'll have everybody back next week. That would be amazing. Or not next week. Not next week.
Next month.
The end of the month. So thank you guys so much. Should be great. And anybody want to say any final words?
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Just
go follow Dogmite on Twitter and tell them that they're awesome for supporting our show.
Exactly.
Yeah, you really should get one of these. Get a dragon seath because they're awesome. Yeah, they're seriously cool. Mine matches my dungeon. Look at this. See this up here, guys? If you're on YouTube, that matches my dungeon. It's awesome.
Nice. And if you ever get anything from them, make sure to let them know that you heard about Epic Gaming Night. That would definitely help us a lot too. Yep. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.